Welcome back to another episode of the Bro Monroe Show, hosted by El Paso's funniest bros. Please enjoy and don't be a weenie.
Shout out to Buzz Lightyear.
I'd like to believe that's real, but
Buzz Lightyear, that's who he plays, right?
yeah, Buzz
Lightyear to the rescue. And with that, this is the latest episode of the Bro Monroe. Somebody said I couldn't talk like this the whole podcast, so I'm going to talk like this the whole fucking podcast.
It is June.
It is June. It is the last Sunday in June.
Now it's offensive if I do it. No, I can't do it now.
Why did I say that?
Yeah, you fucked it up.
Yes, you can, Queen. Yes, you can.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I'm your host, John Gotti Maserati. I'm just kidding. Welcome to another edition of the
doing
Bro Monroe
it.
Show.
Episode 121. Shout out to my boy for leaving us high and dry in episode 121, but we got 121 right over here.
Okay.
So my name is Ray Ruckus, a.k.a. Ray Zombie, a.k.a. Too many a.k.a.s. What's good? Did you already introduce yourself, puppy?
I did, puppy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you did the voice.
John
You
Ghazi.
did.
What?
John Gotti Maserati.
You do it so well. It's like
Shut
natural.
up.
I like the way you hold your
comes
jaw when you do that.
It just comes
that gay
natural
jaw.
to me,
Just,
yeah.
I looked at Chappelle's the gay 80s face.
you do it well, bro. You do it well.
You practice. I can tell.
I do in the mirror.
Introduce yourself, blood.
What's going on, guys? My name is Andrew. I go by Drew. I go by Daddy. I go by Papa Drew, Daddy Drew. What else?
Too many.
Drewbacca. Drewbacca.
What's the other one?
You said Drew.
Drewbacca.
I like that one. Thank you.
Sound
Thank
like
you for that.
Dracula and shit.
All right. And we have a very special guest.
When I introduce yourself, look into the camera right there and just tell people who you are.
There's a
what you
camera?
do. There's three.
Somewhere in all of
There's like a hidden
here.
camera somewhere too, so watch out, guys.
Is that what that's inside that stuffed animal over there?
The nanny cam.
So my name is Sharvon Hales, a.k.a. Sharvon the Photog, a.k.a. Sharvon.com, a.k.a. SideQuest Sharvy,
Hey.
a.k.a. Urban Savage,
Oh,
a.k.a. trying to think, the Brand Police is what I get called at work.
The brand police?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I
So,
like that. That's cool.
Yeah, so those are all mine.
Okay. You came prepared.
Yours are way
I
better
told
than
you,
ours.
listen, I'm a podcast fan. I'm a fan of the Bro Monroe Show. So
Hell yeah. Appreciate
I know
that.
the routine.
Let's give her a horn. Can you hear?
I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you. Give her a round of applause as well.
You know,
quick.
I'm always surprised that other people other than my family watches the show.
That's true.
follows
That's
the
true.
show. So
That is true.
that's awesome.
And I always tag you guys when I'm watching. So like,
Yeah,
Thank
we
you so
repost.
much.
We try to
Yeah.
repost every time that they do, but I'm pretty sure we get you every time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. She's over here.
I'm sorry
at,
I have to deal with this.
shout out to Dia de los Pescados. She's over here having lunch and then watching us at the same time. So that's awesome.
Did you
So
love
shout
it?
out to-
It was
Yes,
great.
yes.
Dude, she loved
It
it.
was great.
She bought a
Yeah, I had the po' boy.
fundraiser ticket
Oh,
for
nice.
Yes. So when I got the fundraiser ticket, I got the fish tacos, but
Okay.
then I went back for the po' boy. Which
Yeah,
was
po' boy's so
yeah.
good.
I love that.
Shout out Nadine. You're doing great things.
They have extended hours now, so you guys can get your
Oh, I
stuff
saw
all
that.
summer long, a little bit later. So yeah, and then instead of opening at 12, I think they're opening at 11. So a bit,
And I saw
earlier.
they did a feature for them, like one of the news stations.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw that.
That's
yeah,
good,
yeah.
man.
Getting that exposure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Southern exposure.
Good
That's
stuff.
cool.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so every time we come in, I mean, I know you already know the deal. We got the party story, wild story, drunk story, whatever story you want to share. You can change names, but it's got to be real.
I mean,
Okay.
before we started recording, you said you had a story about bucks, but
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
If I saw that
oh
one.
Yeah.
shit! Do whatever.
Yeah.
We got
So,
plenty of
okay,
time.
Before I get into my stories, though, I didn't come empty-handed.
Oh,
Like, if you're a guest
snap.
somewhere, you should bring a gift. So I have some gifts for you guys. So
No.
let's pass that one over.
Hey, shout out!
It even has our names.
My boy
You already
Marlo.
my favorite
Open
guest.
them already all together.
Okay.
Open up at the same
Pass
time?
that one over to Ray.
Okay.
Hey.
This one is for Drew.
Okay.
Ray gets two because they messed up the order. And
Oh,
they,
snap. Some ASMR.
So,
We can open our gifts now.
and then I threw some stickers in there for you guys.
Oh, heck yeah.
Wrong voice, Milo.
Oh, hell yeah. This is sick.
No, this is
sick.
Oh, that's fire.
Bro!
Oh,
That is
This is
fire,
awesome.
yo.
Bro
Dude,
Monroe
you really
show.
have to. Thank you so
oh,
much.
this
You're
is like
welcome.
the
That means so much.
best gift we've ever
I'm not
received.
arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm
When
right.
you're drinking on the show,
Dude,
you can
this
put
is-
in your Yetis.
That
Your-
is
your
fly.
beverages cold.
I love
That's like
it.
the sweetest thing.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Oh,
Oh, thank you so much. That's so
Sorry,
sweet.
gift.
so
What is
much.
it? Gifts is my my love language. So
Wait,
This
so
is-
why did I get two? What?
And then
Yeti messed up the order. They sent me 2 Rays and a Milo, so then I had to.
Oh,
they had to resend
snap! This is
oh
dope.
man,
Thank you
Now
so
I
much.
don't know, you can double
and the
fist
color
or
is
something.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
The color is awesome.
Bam, double
Again.
fisting. Hell yeah, love it.
Damn.
Ah,
This is
great.
sick.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
You're amazing. Thank you.
Man, thank you.
So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I guess my icebreaker story. Well, I mean, I guess I have 2 now because we were talking about bucks beforehand. But my original story was going to be about my random celebrity encounters. I have like the most random celebrity encounters, and that because they're random, I never want to believe that it's the actual celebrity. So this is kind of like a 3-parter. So the first time was pre 9/11 when you could go into the airport without a boarding pass. My sister and I used to take my cousin to the airport and actually go to the gate and wait with her. So we're standing in the security line. My sister, she taps me. She's like, "It's Master P." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Master P is standing in front of us." And I look, this big, tall black man in bright orange fatigues standing in front of us. I'm like, "That ain't Master P." I'm like, "Why would Master P be in a regular security line at the airport?" Because in my head, I'm like, celebrities have special entrances
Privileges,
to the
yeah.
airport. And I wasn't quiet about it. So he turned around and he looked at me like, "What?" I was like, "Oh shit, that is Master P." And so then people started running over, and my cousin's like, "I gotta catch my flight. Y'all coming or not?" So then fast forward a few years, we're at my senior awards banquet at my college. And again, me and my sister, she taps me and she's like, "Yo, that's Mike from Boyz II Men."
What?
I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Mike from Boyz II Men is standing at the other end of the table." And I look at him and I'm like, "Why would Mike from Boyz II Men be at Cabrini?" And again, I'm not quiet. So he looks over at me like, "It's me." And then just kind of walks away. So then we're trying to figure out why is he there? And his wife was apparently in the grad program, was there getting an award also. So that was random. So then again, fast forward a few years, I'm out at dinner, not with my sister this time, but with the guy I was dating. We're at TGI Fridays on a Tuesday. And, eating, I'm looking around, and I do a double take. And I just I'm staring at him. And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Allen Iverson is at the bar."
Shut up.
AI?
Oh.
AI?
AI before AI.
And he was like, "What?" And I was just like, "Allen Iverson is bored." And he looks over. He's like, "That ain't Allen Iverson." He's like, "Why would Allen Iverson be at Fridays?" I'm like, Allen Iverson loves Fridays. It was this was known in Philly that Allen Iverson used to go to TGI Fridays all the time. And so he's like, "Well, if that's Allen Iverson, go over there and say hi." And I'm like, Allen Iverson is at Fridays on a Tuesday night by himself at the bar. That means he don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
That was my celebrity crush as a teenager. I'm like, I'm not ruining the fantasy in my head for him to be mean to me.
Wow.
He was one of my NBA crushes.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
But I have a handful. So.
But
Slut.
so the whole dinner, he's like, "I don't think that's Allen Iverson." Meanwhile, he's got this big giant security guard standing behind him. I'm like, "Yeah, some guy who just happens to look like Allen Iverson in Philly is walking around with a security guard." So when we're leaving out, we get out to the parking lot. His black Phantom is sitting out in the parking lot.
Oh.
And so now the dude I was with, he's like, "Take a picture of me in front of the car." I'm like, "Absolutely not." He's like, "No, just hurry up and do it." So I'm taking his picture. And Allen Iverson walks out with his security.
Oh.
I hauled ass. I just ran off. I didn't say anything. I just ran away.
You're like, "Later, babe. I'm sorry, babe. I love you." I takes off. I'll see you at home.
So
The picture came out as a blur and shit.
Yeah, exactly. He was just laughing at us, But
Okay.
yeah. So and there's been some other ones. There was one time I was out bowling and I look up Questlove is in the bowling alley, the what do you call it, the lane next to us. Yeah, I saw what's his name, Justin Long in LA.
No way.
I was walking into a restaurant. My friends were walking ahead of me, and he was coming out of a 24-hour fitness, and he's walking by, and I couldn't find words.
Yeah.
So I just pointed at him. I was like, "I'm a Mac." You remember the Mac commercial?
Yeah, yeah.
And he just laughed at me. He's like, "Yeah, okay."
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know who Justin Long is, right? Yeah. You know who Justin Long is?
No, who?
He came out in Underclassmen. Is it the Underclassmen or the?
He's also in
No, Accepted.
Accepted.
The Accepted.
The awkward
yeah.
kid?
Yeah. No, he's the one with the little. Yeah, with the little.
Yeah.
He's a gay guy in Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, he's Abid LA, Abid actor.
I know, because I've watched Accepted.
My favorite role of his is Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it though, but you keep telling me about it. Yeah.
Wow.
And so most of these were all in Philly, or
Yeah.
Justin
Oh,
was
I mean,
in
LA, you say
but,
LA,
like
yeah.
everything else was in Philly.
I mean,
Yeah.
so like a major city where one might come across celebrities.
Yeah.
Have you come across any celebrities here in El Paso?
have you?
I mean, it's possible
It's
because a lot of
possible.
people come and film
Why
here.
am I forgetting her name?
What did she come out in?
The actress that's in not Borderland. What's the name of the one with John Hamm? My dad was just talking to me about this show.
John Hamm.
And it's a
Chavez. What's her first name? I can't think of her name.
Chavez.
Hold on. Give me a name. Give me a minute.
no, that happens way too often here. We forget. I'm very forgetful. But it's a show. It's a show, and it's borderland. Takes place on the border.
I need to
Paulina Chavez.
Paulina
Chavez.
Let me see.
Yes.
Landman.
Oh, Landman.
Oh!
I mean, I haven't come across her. I was at
Can-
the
can I
event
see her?
where
Can I
they,
see the
where
picture
they
real quick?
launched her cover.
I do not know who she is.
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
She's
Is she
she's
local?
an actress, yeah, from El Paso.
Oh,
and she was on the
dope.
cover of the city.
Yes,
So
yes,
She's getting real popular.
she was,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that other girl. She's from here as well. I can't remember her name, but she just posted a thing that she got engaged last night to her boyfriend, and she's an actress too from El Paso. Just made it big on some.
The real
movies.
young one?
Güerita, yes.
Oh,
I don't know her
okay.
name though, but I follow her on Instagram. I was like, what the hell? That's cool.
Damn.
A lot of people are coming through El Paso. Like last time we were downtown and my boy bumped into Rob Schneider because he was here for that weekend.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I
they
saw
bumped into
that.
him randomly.
He threw out the first pitch at a Chihuahuas game.
Yeah,
right?
he did too.
So,
that
yeah.
same night, yeah. But I bumped into
remember,
random.
Leo and what's his name?
Oh yeah.
Antonio. No. The other
Benito.
one.
Benicio.
Yeah.
Benicio.
Benicio del
Yeah,
Toro.
Del Toro,
Benicio
they
del
were
Toro.
doing a movie here. Tayana Taylor is in that movie, so if she was here in El Paso, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, and then
I
you know
know
what?
that.
Like I'm never at Alan J's when all the celebrities are there. And,
Bro.
and I go to Alan J's on a regular
Bro,
basis.
who keeps recommending L&J's? I mean,
It,
is it good?
It's not that it's good. It's just
So then why do people recommend it?
it's like going to. I can't think of it.
Okay,
TJ Fridays?
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Would you rather go somewhere that's good, that tastes good? Or would you rather go somewhere that's just got history behind it? That's a good question.
That tastes good.
Okay.
Because we had this conversation about cheesesteaks in Philly. And so obviously the famous ones in Philly are
Geno's.
Pat's and Geno's.
Yeah.
But locals don't eat Pat's and Geno's because it's not good.
See, that's good.
So yeah, so
See,
it's
that's
really
good.
you go, you take your pictures as a tourist, but then you want to ask a local.
You wanna-
where to
exactly.
eat. Yeah.
So where's a good cheesesteak?
So
She has
well,
spots, bro. She told me.
if you're gonna be in the city, I always recommend either Jim Steaks on South Street or Tony Luke's, any of the Tony Luke's locations.
You already have
But
it now, don't you?
in the area where I grew up, because I grew up in right outside of the city, so the area where I grew up in, the popular spot is Leo's,
Okay.
and that's my favorite cheesesteak.
I think it's so great that like most of those spots are always named after someone. Like it's not like
yeah.
it's not like
So it's always a person's name.
yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
That's
the
cool. but-
authenticity of it.
Yeah,
It's
I like that. That's
So it's
Drew's
usually
spot.
an Italian name. Yeah, it's usually
And it's an Italian.
Yeah.
So it's probably like the grandfather that started it off, and then he
Yeah.
named all his kids after him.
Yeah.
So they just keep the.
He's at Leo the 7th right now and shit.
Looking for Leo. Which one?
I
That's
know,
awesome,
right?
bro.
Like that was my big fat Greek wedding
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the Knicks. Yeah.
And then Goodfellas, all the Paulies.
Peters and Paul's.
Peters and Pauls. Oh, man. That's awesome.
What's Mexican? Just Juan's.
Juan Jose. Juan and Jose.
Jose.
El Meni. El pinche Meni, güey.
Manny. Yeah, everybody's named Manny, bro.
That's awesome. So you grew up in Philly, right? You said you.
Yeah, well, I
you-
was born in Hawaii, so I'm an Army brat. So I
Oh.
was born in Hawaii, and then we moved to Fort Worth for a while, and then we were in Fort Belvoir, Virginia,
Oh, son.
and then we were in Nuremberg, Germany for about 4 years, and then we ended up in
Damn.
Philly. So my mom is from Philly, my dad is from New York, so we ended up in Philly.
Are
New
both-
York City or New York State?
He's from New York City, from Queens.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Are both your family, both your parents military?
Just my dad.
Okay, so he met your mom when you get.
He
when-
met my mom in Hawaii.
Oh.
So
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
so
What's
he
your mom
was-
doing out there? I mean,
Well, my mom had moved there. My aunt and my aunt's husband was also in the military, so they were stationed in Hawaii.
so she was.
So yeah, my mom and my sister had moved to Hawaii to stay with them for a while, and my dad was my uncle's best friend, and that's how he met my mom.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's
Cool.
So you were born in Hawaii.
Yes,
How long were you there for?
like 6 months.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
I
okay.
don't remember anything.
So
Have you been
what-
back?
you could. Oh, have you been back?
Have you been back?
Not yet.
No.
No.
Wow, that's on your bucket list, I guess.
Yes, it definitely is.
Hell yeah, that's so sick. What about Philly? What age did you get there? Like, how did you grow up there?
Yeah, so I was about 4.5 when we
Oh,
ended up in
wow.
Philly. Yeah.
Oh, so
like,
even your time in Fort Worth was very short.
very short. Yeah, I think we were in Fort Worth for like 6 months, and then we were in
snap.
Virginia while my dad was in Germany getting set up.
Had she grown up there longer, she'd be wearing a star on that hat.
Yeah, that's true.
I
That is
know,
true.
right?
Rather than that eagle, I like how you infused both of your born. Like, it looks very Hawaiian,
yes.
and then with the
Yes.
Eagles of Philly, I like that. That's
So
cool.
just gotta represent both.
Did you do that on
Yeah.
purpose? You did that on
Well,
purpose.
no, I just like the hat. What about it?
I like that. I like that. That's cool. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah. So my earliest memories are parts of Germany, and yeah, we ended up in Philly.
Wow, that's so cool. Germany. How was that like? What you remember?
What do I remember? I remember like the complex we ran, 'cause we didn't live on base. So I remember parts of that. I remember like my dad. You can get beer delivered to your house.
What?
I remember like beer delivery.
That's so
Not milk, not milk.
Fuck milk. We're drinking beer. We're getting dude.
Yeah. So
Before DoorDash. Fuck that.
I remember. Oh my god. So we had a swinging kitchen door. You know.
Yeah.
You know, like you always see on like 80s and 90s TV shows. We had a swinging kitchen door, and apparently I used to like follow behind people very quietly.
Get in there.
Yes, so they had to like take the door off the hinges because I kept getting hit with the door, and I developed my fear of spiral staircases in Germany because my sister's friend's house had a spiral staircase, and I climbed to the top of it and couldn't come down. Like I have like no depth perception whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
So it's like I can going up is fine, but like walking down,
Yeah.
it's hard to like figure out.
I feel you, dude. I'm the
You
same.
understand?
That is
You
true.
get like vertigo
It's-
walking
yeah,
down the stairs. You're like, wait, what the
exactly.
hell? You're just holding on.
The first time I ever
So-
did that, I was probably like 7 or 8 when I walked up one of those. I just remembered it. And it was right off of by Horizon. And my mom's ex-boyfriend or whatever. The family lived there, but it was crazy because they had a whole second floor. But like that was the only way to get up. So I don't know how the hell they got furniture up there, bro. Like that always tripped me out as a kid.
Ooh.
Maybe
I would always think like, how the fuck did you get all these
Windows.
big-
Like hoisted it through the windows.
I don't know, but that shit tripped me out. And it was like a tight little spiral. You're like, how the hell do these big
Yeah.
people like fit here? Like it was weird.
Where was this at?
Mine?
Yeah, that.
And off of Horizon and North Loop area.
I'm on it. Just kidding.
I gave the address.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's so cool.
Milo has his ways.
Germany.
So
Wow.
you were about the age of when you start grade school, right? Or
Yeah, so I started kindergarten once I got to
but
Pennsylvania.
you didn't pick up any of the language?
I could count to 10, and that was it.
Can you count to 10 right now?
The accent is so bad.
It's okay.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Holy shit.
And then I
Ten-
can say Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Dankeschön.
What's that?
Hello?
Guten Tag is hello. Dankeschön is thank you.
That's a big
Gesundheit,
word.
bless you. And my favorite German word is Schadenfreude.
What is that?
Schadenfreude is it's so bad, but it's when you get joy from someone else's downfall.
Oh, that's mine too.
Yeah.
Say it again. What was the word for it?
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
I know
And
Duncan
I'm
House.
probably not pronouncing it like exactly correctly.
Yeah,
but
no, it's all good. That's so
The
cool.
one from Beer Fest? What did you say?
No, Krankenhausen. What is that? Ambulance? No.
Krankenhausen
This
is
is
it's hospital.
Hospital.
It
And then-
literally means sick house. So German is such a like a literal language. Like
Really?
yeah, I have a friend that lives in Germany, and she always will send me like these German word videos, and it's literally like like hospital is sick house. Like
That's
and then-
crazy.
pretty much everything in German is just like the literal description. Like they looked at it and said mesh hat. Like
Isn't something about like kindergarten? Like isn't that like a German word? or something
yeah,
like
so
that?
kinder is children and garden. I think garden is garden. So it's like a children's garden or something like that.
Is that where that Kinder chocolate comes from? I think it is, right? The Kinder.
Kinders?
I think that's what it is because they marketed for like kids with the little prizes. I think back in the day, I think that's where it came from.
Oh,
I think.
you might be right.
I think that's what it was. That's wild. Man,
I'll have to
Germany.
fact check that.
Yeah, let's fact check real quick.
We don't do any of that here.
Yeah,
We don't. It's spew a lot of nonsense.
just trust me. Trust me, bro.
Just trust me, bro. Trust
But
me.
people
bro.
know not to take us serious anyway.
So you could say that I guess Philly was your home. That's what you consider
Yeah,
home.
yeah. So when
Your
people-
formative years, everything was right there, right?
Yeah.
How was it growing up in Philly?
Well, I mean, technically, I was in the county,
Mhm.
so I live right over the border of Philly in an area called Delaware County. I come from the land of Tina Fey. So
Nice.
Tina Fey is from Upper Darby area. So if you've never seen her, her skit on SNL with Tina, what's her name? Maya Rudolph and Amy Poehler, when they're the two ladies from Long Island. And then Tina Fey is the lady from Philly, and she's doing the accent. That's like the accent of like the area where I grew up. And she like, drops all the, the typical Philly stuff like the Wawa and
Wawa, shout to Wawa.
yeah, and saying water. So I had to train myself. I had to learn how to not say water. So 'cause water is water.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I lived 20 minutes outside of Center City, Philly, so it wasn't,
cool.
It's not like I grew up, in another area. Like Pink is from farther out. Same thing. Taylor Swift is from Reading. She's probably like an hour from Philly. So yeah, I mean, I got the full on Philly experience. My mom was from West Philly. Speaking of like random celebrity encounters, like I found out like later on in life, my family, they don't tell us stories. So Wilt Chamberlain was their neighbor.
What? That's
like,
crazy.
They were like randomly telling us a story one day, and she was like, "Yeah, it's like that time Wilt got drunk and fell on the Christmas tree, and it fell on me."
Wait a minute.
I was just like, "Back it up!" Like, I'm like, "Why would y'all wait till we're adults to tell us this?" Like, my aunt and uncle used to hang out with Muhammad Ali when he lived in not in Germany. Sorry, that's still in my brain. Lived in Jersey.
What?
And they were like, "Yeah, we used to go over his house." I'm like, how are you just so nonchalant about it? Like, these are the tales you should be telling us.
That's insane.
But,
Wilt Chamberlain might be like your uncle. He might have fathered one of your cousins.
It's true.
Because Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
What's the NBA player that they're saying is his son? Might be his son. He played
Otto
with
Porter.
the Warriors.
Otto Porter.
Is it Otto Porter?
Otto Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Because he looks exactly like him.
Dude,
It's
crazy. They put
Exactly like him.
no, they put
The comparisons.
What's his name? Otto Porter?
Otto Porter
That's
Jr.
like the guy
and
who
Wilt
played-
Chamberlain.
The guy who played Tupac.
Look up.
I don't know
Wilt
the actor's
Chamberlain.
name, but he looks just like
Yes,
Tupac.
he does.
And his dad was Tupac's producer.
Yeah, that's wild.
So,
Dude,
Wow.
that's crazy.
What
That's
the fuck?
crazy.
yeah,
That's his son.
I know.
For sure.
For sure, dude.
My theory is that Tupac had a son because, he knew people was after him. He probably was like, "Yo, can you take my son and raise him?"
No, man.
Hey, look at that. That's crazy, right?
Dude, that's crazy.
It's trippy.
Look,
It's
check-
tripped
Wow.
out.
check it.
It's
That's
tripped out.
that's Otto Porter Jr. and
Oh,
Wilt
yeah.
Chamberlain.
Do not swipe.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, we know better.
We know better,
I'm
Papa.
like, I hate when I'm showing somebody something on my phone and
Oh,
they grab my phone. I'm
it's-
like, what? No, you can look with your eyes.
Don't
Yes.
do that.
Yeah.
With my dad, dude, I'm like, Dad, stop.
Like, oops. I'm like, no.
Oops, sorry, Dad, you just saw my butthole.
He's the one fucking on the hub and she's like, Dad, stop. Not again.
Oh, no, since I
I'm
stopped-
kidding, Dad. I love you. I love you.
Shit. That's awesome. So, growing up, were you all about Philly? I mean, the Eagles, the Sixers, the
Yes.
Phillies,
Very like-
the
Yeah.
Flyers, right? It's the
So-
Flyers? Philly,
Yeah,
Philadelphia
Homer.
Flyers?
Are you a Homer?
Flyers.
Or a Homer?
So I support all Philly teams. My dad, being from New York, he was a diehard Eagles fan until Donovan McNabb and Andy Reid lost that one Super Bowl. He literally threw all his stuff in the trash.
No.
That's
But he
because
was
T.O. was
pissed.
hurt. T.O. was hurt.
He had a
that-
broken leg, bro.
He had a broken something, and he still went out
Yeah.
there. and
Yeah,
balled. And he still,
my
he did
dad
all right.
kind of he quit being an Eagles fan. Then now he just watches all football, and then like as far as baseball, he's a diehard Yankees fan. So
Really?
Oh, so he's
He's from New York, you said.
yeah, so
Alright.
he would show up at my job in a Yankees jersey. I think it was the year that we were in the playoffs with the Yankees.
Yeah.
He like popped up at my job with a Yankees jersey.
No fucks given. Hey, that's awesome. Fuck it.
Hey,
Yeah.
pride, bro.
But
Shit.
but
I
yeah,
heard
when,
Phillies fans
when
are
the Phillies
passionate.
won
Dude, they are.
the World Series, I was there for the parade. I got to do the first Eagles parade. I wasn't there for obviously the one this year.
Yeah.
How was
so
that?
It's an experience. I mean, the Phillies parade was a little chaotic because I mean it was like the first one in like God knows how long.
Yeah.
And then they were a little more prepared for the Eagles
Well,
parade.
there were
as far as, like,
fatalities at the first
handle.
one, right? Wasn't there a fatality at the first
I
parade?
mean,
think
it's
so.
Philly,
Or was
there's
that the
gonna be a
second one?
fatality.
Oh,
Yeah, that dude fell. or
multiple.
something.
Oh,
Oh yeah, so
Yeah, 'cause
the kid that fell off
the
the
one
pole this
notable
year,
one.
that was a shame.
Yeah.
He was a college freshman. He's from Canada, so
He was
it's
like on the light post or something. dude.
Yeah.
Shut up, really?
Yeah.
He fell off, and they didn't catch him. I don't know if he thought people were gonna catch him, but yeah, he died literally the day before the Super Bowl. It was a shame.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go crowd surfing, bro.
But they
surfing.
grease
I don't
the
think people will
poles.
carry me.
So
Yeah,
in Philly,
they grease them, yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
poles to keep people from climbing them. But in Philly, they just see that as a challenge. It's like, well, now it's just
That's
now
gotta
I have
be an
more motivation to get up on to get up the pole to prove that I can Or what they started doing. So after that incident where the kid fell off the pole and the mayor's like, stop climbing the poles, they started taking the poles. So I don't know if you saw like a video. Yeah, they were like getting
awesome.
them. I don't know how. I don't know if they had tools with them. Whatever.
Yeah.
They were like dislodging them from the ground and walking down the street
It's not
with
that
the
hard.
with the lamp pole. So that is pretty much Philly.
And you guys want some overtime? Yeah,
That's
sure,
awesome,
boss.
dude.
What do we got to do? Just go remove these fucking light poles.
Gotcha, sir.
It's just gonna be pitch black in the city like the next parade.
That's
The
crazy.
parades are usually tame. Now, I mean, all that type of chaos happens usually the night of the game, win or lose.
What?
But like the parades are, I mean, everybody kind of works together. It's it's not chaotic or anything.
As a Cowboy fan, hopefully it's not anytime soon. Right? Am I right?
Hopefully, bro.
I was thinking of that episode of Sunny in Philadelphia where the Phillies go to the World Series and they drink Riot Punch, which is just it's just fucking straight fucking grain alcohol with a little bit of blue drink.
I love that show.
Yeah, and then they're supposed to get all fucked up, and then it turns into this whole crazy thing. You have to see the episode.
Nice.
You ever
But-
see the episode where they were trying to go out of town and
He's seen them all. He's seen them all. He's a big fan.
and they like never
Oh, yeah, I
make
did.
it out of town. And then because they wanted to all be in a trailer together, so then they they found some random person on the street to like drive the car, and they just unhitched the trailer and stole the car.
Left them there.
My favorite episode though is the one when they decided they were going to be like give back to the community and do the extreme makeover.
Yeah,
And it was a Mexican family who didn't speak English, so they like bust into their house and like at like 2 a.m. And then
They're not in on
they're
it,
like
dude.
extreme makeover, and then, like, so the family they don't know what's going on. They think they're being robbed.
They think it's ice.
And so they take them to like Lowe's or Home Depot to buy stuff. And they're like, oh, we're doing extreme makeover. They're like, it's $3,000. They were like, oh, we're doing extreme makeover. Just put it on the extreme makeover tab. And they're like, that's not a thing.
and
So
then he's like, "Sir, I have no idea what you're talking
yeah,
about."
so they're like, well, you can apply for a credit card. So then they force this man to apply for a credit card in his name to get all this stuff. They get like halfway through renovating these people, like destroy these people's house and like get halfway through renovating it. And they're just like, realize they don't know what they're doing. And they just like leave. It's like leaving them. The show is like so random, but
It is.
also
Freezing
it's
is-
like, I'm like, yeah, that tracks.
My favorite part is where Dee is supposed to be translating in Spanish, and he's like, "Tell him we're doing an extreme makeover," and she's like, "Nosotros somos extremos," and then Matt has like a baseball bat and he's going, but just because he's playing with it, not because he's being threatening, and they're just staring at him. He's like, "Baseball." It's stupid, dude. It's so stupid.
That's awesome.
I love that show.
Another show that's good is
Abbott Elementary.
Abbott. Yeah,
Yeah.
Abbott.
That
That
Abbott's
takes
good.
place in Philly?
Yeah, Philly,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Quince is from Philly, right?
Yeah, Quinta's from Philly. Another random story. So my
Oh,
cousin who lives here went to high school with Quinta.
Oh,
He was
snap.
a few years older than her though.
That's
So
cool.
It's like I have like 2 degrees of separation from everybody but Kevin Bacon.
Is Kevin Bacon from Philly?
Yes, he is.
Holy shit!
What?
Wow.
From Philly.
Yeah, man. M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
I like M. Night Shyamalan.
I've been at a basketball game with him. I have a friend that was in a M. Night Shyamalan movie. I have a friend that was in After Earth, like for a half a second.
wow.
He like took me to the premiere, not the premiere, but like the Philly premiere, and he happened to like look down when his like
Oh.
when I see. I'm like, there you are. He looked up. He said, where? I'm like, it's gone.
Oh,
it
You
was
missed
like
it,
a
huh?
quick flash, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. I was like, because he was there for like weeks shooting, and for like that one like quick, he was just an extra. Which reminds me of another episode of It's Always Sunny when they were extras in the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
They were in,
And Dee was looking for her trailer. She's like, "Where's my trailer?"
it's like a genocide movie, and Dee's just thinks it's a zombie movie, so she covers herself in blood.
She does her own
And then she
fucking-
starts doing like zombie gestures. It's fucking funny, man.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's such a
Oh,
good
yeah.
show.
Hey, let's crack that open real quick.
Yes. So I
Tell
brought
tell the
some
people what
soju.
we got. Yeah.
So let me tell you. So my dad, I got some permanent jewelry yesterday. Now it's like stuck on my pants. There we go.
Oh shit.
So before I was born, my dad was stationed in Korea. So I've had to hear about Korea all my life. And as a result, I've just become, very, I would say it, obsessed with Korean culture in general. So the music, the food. And I went to Korea like 2 years ago.
Oh nice.
So I have like all types of soju in my house, but I had bought this soju when I first moved to El Paso. I was supposed to crack it open when I, found an apartment. That never happened. Then I was supposed to have it for my birthday. That never happened. So here's a
What?
new special occasion.
Awesome.
Okay.
We're honored.
So-
Appreciate you
We're
and give you the
honored.
horn.
Thank you.
With soju, the youngest person is supposed to pour it, and I know that's not me. So
That's me.
That's definitely
yeah, so the youngest person is supposed to pour it for everyone else.
Why?
It's
That's just part,
customary.
that's part of their culture.
Shit. I wish Olivia was here, bro. So she could pour it.
She actually is, bro. She's in the car.
Olivia's his daughter.
Come on out, Olivia.
She comes down. Hey guys.
She's in the car, but I left the AC on.
She's got her favorite music playing.
And Toto's playing. Africa by Toto's playing. Okay.
Does she really love that song?
Yeah. Dude, it's cute because they'll be in PE and she'll be like, Dad, they were playing your song during PE. It's the
that's
cutest
awesome.
shit ever. I was like,
That's dope.
baby, I love a lot of songs. That's one of them.
All right, so this says, how do you pronounce it? Wayo?
Wayo. Yes, and that one is 41 proof. So
The-
most soju, if you get like Genro soju, usually the standard is like 13. I have like different ones in my apartment to go, 13. I think I had like a 17 proof, 21, 24. And that one's 41. So that one's going to be pretty strong.
Cool. All right, so this one says, the most premium soju spirits distilled from rice, 41% volume, 82% or 82 proof imported. The rediscovered premium taste of Korean distilled spirits with a 700-year tradition.
Yeah.
41.
I don't know if you've ever seen like memes online about soju. It's like, it's usually like a barometer thing, and it's like, this soju ain't doing shit. It is like,
Oh, yeah, I've seen
yeah,
that.
and it is like, oh shit. Like,
Hey, we're just a heads up. We are gonna take some fat shots, okay, guys?
Oh,
So,
man.
be ready.
We usually get the youngest guy to do this.
That's why.
That's probably why, huh?
Because they don't know any better. They're just like, what the fuck?
Take shot. Take some shots.
Oh shit! I'll take a
I think
picture.
you
of this
dropped
right
it.
now. No, it's a
But Angel is a millennial.
no, I'm not. Oh yeah,
Yeah, you are.
Oh, you got all of that, dude.
I was like, I thought it was the same Gen Z.
sorry.
I thought it was the same Gen Z.
I was like, you act like I said Gen Z, bro. Relax. Don't get all in your feels, bro.
I thought you did. Wait, my bad. I just gotta get offended with.
No, I'm not, motherfucker.
If you call me Gen Z, I do get offended, bro.
Bro, it's because I just saw something funny recently. They showed how the Florida Panthers recently won the
NHL
the Stanley Cup.
Yes, sir.
And that's a hockey team. And the way they celebrated is the age difference. So the bunch of them are like in their 30s, late 30s, early 30s, and they celebrated like fuck. They just fucking like the biggest
popping bottles and
biggest parade, biggest celebration ever. Popping bottles, chugging beers, drinking, and then they just recently showed the Oklahoma City Thunder.
embarrassing.
They just won the NBA Finals, and their average age is probably like
23?
22, 23.
Yeah, I think it's 23,
And they showed how they celebrated in the locker room, and guys were struggling to open champagne bottles. Like these kids didn't even know how to open
my
champagne
God.
bottles. They weren't. All the beers were just there on the ice buckets. Like no one was grabbing shit. No one was really
they said Gen Z
celebrating.
doesn't drink as
Yeah.
much as millennials
So that's
do.
the discrepancy. The fucking.
It's crazy because Jalen Williams, he just balled out, and that was the first time he had ever sipped any alcohol. He said the spirits, well, tequila, whatever they're drinking was nasty, beer was nasty, and the champagne was nasty. I'll never drink alcohol again. Like straight up nerd, bro. Like straight up nerd.
I said that
bro.
at 14.
And then he said, "I'll just stick to my Shirley Temples."
I'll just stick to my Shirley Temples, and I was like, bro,
Who is this?
Jalen Williams.
Was a kid in Germany. I used to sip my dad's beers at like 4.
Nice.
And so I've like loved the taste of beer since I was a kid. But I remember Dad said one time he kept giving me sips, like not really paying attention. And he said I like ran into a wall. Okay, you're not allowed to do that anymore.
Well, there weren't any more sliding fucking doors to open. So
Yeah, exactly. The door was gone.
Those goddamn doors, bro.
this wall shall suffice.
No way.
I'll run into this.
Hey, so
so much.
are we supposed to like sip this, or are we supposed
No,
to
you,
shoot it?
you do it as a shot.
So shooter.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So I did give you guys a
forget
fat
what
shot.
we're supposed to say, but but we'll just say cheers.
Cheers, cheers, salute, salute.
Cheers to Bro
We'll
Monroe.
do it. Cheers, to Monroe.
All right.
That's very strong.
It's not bad.
That's smooth.
So, it's
Surprisingly
that's the thing,
smooth.
It's smooth and it'll sneak up on you.
Ooh.
It's smooth as hell. I like that.
I could taste the rice.
So like, what is it? Just a rice
It's
wine?
just fermented rice. Yeah.
So
some of that in my fridge.
vodka's like what ferment distilled
potatoes.
potatoes.
Mhm.
Tequila's the agave.
Agave.
And this is
gin,
the rice.
I forget what gin is.
I don't know what gin is.
Corn, no?
It's like
Gin
juniper.
is corn. Yeah.
corn?
And then,
Juniper and a bunch of shit.
whiskey is barley and like hops and stuff.
That's not bad actually. I was surprised. I mean, that went down smooth.
What is the one with orange peels and toilet water?
Moonshine?
Isn't it cognac?
I don't know.
Bathtub water.
What's your
Sydney
favorite?
Sweeney's.
The bath water. What's your favorite liquor?
Now it's tequila.
Tequila.
Yeah. I had a bad experience with vodka, so I gave that up about 15 years ago.
Vodka.
We all have that one alcohol that.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have a brand new bottle.
The
that was
tequila
fun.
is the one I can drink and not be hungover.
Do you want some tequila?
So
right
it's
now?
usually tequila or soju. That's pretty much. And then I have I've been getting into bourbon. Lately.
Bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh, you fancy.
Well, when I'm traveling for work with like VPs and stuff, they're all drinking like
Scotch.
yeah.
I would
Scotch and
assume
bourbon.
they would be
Hmm.
drinking some sort of whiskey.
So speaking of work, what do you do for work? Do you want to talk about work real
Yeah,
quick?
so for my day job, I do creative marketing for an international e-commerce shipper. So my job involves branding, graphic design, video, photos, podcast production.
Oh, nice.
And just coming up with different types of creative methods to get our brand in front of people that we're trying to get business from. And then on the side, I do photography and personal and professional branding.
What kind of photography do you do?
My specialty areas are headshots and portraits and real estate.
Headshots.
Have you ever done anyone's OnlyFans? Let me ask you that. Because I had a friend that I was talking to him the other day.
Did
He's
you say
a-
OnlyFans?
Yeah,
No.
and he said that he had to shoot some OnlyFans content, but he felt weird about it because he's never done anything about that.
No.
But that he does have like a OnlyFans like area under his belt, but he just tries not to do it because it's not. He says professional, like that it's like looked down, like frowned upon, I guess.
I've never had anybody ask me to do
No?
any type of nude photography.
Okay.
That story went way differently than what I thought.
Have you
done?
done?
No, I was just curious because my friend when he told me, I was like, "What the?"
Because
fuck?
you said my friend OnlyFans. I was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
wait, ¿cuál friend? Wait,
Nah.
which friend?
And he's a
You're
photographer.
interested or what?
Yeah. What's his name?
Okay. And then I also knew somebody that she was telling about. I don't know.
Boudoir.
Boudoir.
Yeah, boudoir photography.
Boudoir?
Yeah, I
What
haven't
is
done
that?
any boudoir either. It's just like lingerie.
Lingerie, like it's very
yeah.
sexy, but like
yeah.
Yeah,
for-
to cover
for
it up.
women
Sexy
and
but
stuff.
tasteful.
Yeah.
yeah, tasteful. There was sexy but tasteful.
Okay.
What else?
I mean, I've gone. So I go to a lot of conferences and stuff. So continue learning and
Networking and
and,
stuff.
and networking and stuff. So I've gone to some sessions about boudoir photography. You really need to have a studio space to do that. And then also, it's a lot that goes into it about making sure they feel comfortable. It's understanding posing and stuff
Mhm.
for different angles for different body types and stuff. So it's you can't just like pick up a camera and start doing boudoir. You really have
for
to
sure.
like learn.
You have to learn the science behind it a little
Yeah,
bit. Yeah.
and learning what types of poses and stuff work well for different body types.
Nice. That's good. Good shout out to the photographers out there, all the creators.
Definitely.
What about like? Do you do drones? Do you do car shows? Do you do anything like that?
I haven't done a car show. I went to a car show, but they weren't allowing drones. It was up at the Air Museum. But yeah, so for my drone photography, I'm primarily doing that for real estate. And then for my day job, I do like drone tours of our processing facilities.
Oh, cool.
So, but most of my drone flying is recreational.
It's always fun to fuck around with the drone, right? It's always fun just to like
Not so
see.
fun to crash them, right?
Yeah, no, it's you're telling me. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
but
tried-
it's fun to like see the city from a different angle and
Mhm.
just it's so different. You're like, I'm in control of this shit. Like you know, it's cool,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
downtown. I like downtown.
Yeah, I would like to eventually maybe have some sort of, because there's a lot of drone pilots here,
Mhm.
some sort of like drone event where they do like drone races and stuff. Have you ever seen those?
Yes, those things are
online? Yeah,
sick.
they
Have
do
you seen
like
those?
obstacle
No, dude.
courses and stuff.
Bro,
Yeah.
they fly fast as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Go to ESPN El Ocho. They usually have them on there, dude. ESPN Ocho has some of the most random games, events, and just things going on.
Mhm.
The drone races are so amazing. I would love to do that, but it's so fast. You're crazy, like little hoops you have to go in through and little.
Yeah.
Like little obstacle
It's
So
courses.
they
insane,
used
dude.
to-
It's insane.
Back in
Yeah.
Philly, the
It's like in a room,
The
like
drone
a-
school that I went to, there's like a closed down airport somewhere like above Philly that they would go to, and do drone races.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
So my maneuvering skills are not that great
Oh,
because
yeah.
I'm doing
Yeah.
cinematic stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm moving really slow.
Slow,
Yeah.
just-
And then when you
Getting
said your
that.
your death perception's off. So.
Yeah, that as well. I'm like,
yes, dude.
because that's the thing. I was flying in Lincoln Park the other day, and I'm like, I can't tell if I'm in front of, like, am I behind or in front of?
Let me ask you this:
that-
how are you
Same.
on parallel parking?
Oh no, I can parallel park. Like, I mean,
Okay.
obviously being from Philly, like,
Yeah,
I've
true.
gotten into some tight
True.
spots because you don't want to pay for parking. Like, you gonna make it work.
That's awesome. No, but yeah, the drone thing is just a whole nother world, in my opinion. I mean, it's you could do so much with it, like you said, cinematography type of stuff.
Yeah.
Is it
Um,
you raise I guess would you say you're an amateur photographer
Yeah.
as well? Because he does some work, and he's done some work. He did some work recently for one of our best friends is getting married, and he did. You took the drone.
Oh
out.
yeah, I
You
did.
took we went out to the
I
desert.
did. I forgot.
We went out to the desert in Chaparral,
Yeah.
north of Chaparral.
Yeah.
And I remember he was out there fucking around with the drone, getting some different angles. It looked cool. I liked it.
That's right. I forgot about that. I did take it out there.
And
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I
You got to show those photos,
Yeah.
man. Make them public.
I think I'll probably get back into doing aerial portraits because that was really what kind of attracted me to getting a drone. As I saw people doing, especially with for quinceañeras, because with the big dress and you do an overhead shot. where, like, they're looking up.
sick.
Yeah. So
Never thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought of that either.
That's cool. As far as like the whole creative thing, where do you want to take that?
That's a good question.
What's your goal?
My goal is to make money.
For sure, I hear that.
My goal right now is really to focus on like combining all of my different skills into helping people develop their personal brands. So whether that be, if you're an artist or a small business or an entrepreneur or a podcast, like, kind of figuring out, okay, what kind of like visuals do you need? What kind of graphics do you need? What kind of content do you need for social media? So that's what I do currently on a corporate level. But, most people, who are just a one person, they don't really have the time or the energy to kind of work on those types of things or the experience. So, I've been doing marketing for 20 years. So, yeah.
Have you seen any like trends or just, throughout the years as far as that goes? Or anything that kind of just throws you off? Like anything that's like what the hell? Like out of this world kind of thing, no? Over the years?
With regard to photography or
Yeah, just like the whole world of it, like with anything any trends that come in or anything.
Any evolution?
Yeah.
Like,
it's constantly changing. So I would say, the trend right now is basically all in one. So like I'm seeing a lot of photographers on Instagram who have their camera, then they have an Insta 360 attached to it and a GoPro attached to it, and then like a DJI Osmo. So they're shooting multiple pieces of content while they're doing the photo shoot. And I literally just ordered some things to
That's
do
crazy.
that because I'm always like, I don't have behind the scenes. Like I always like when people bring like a friend to a shoot who can do some behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I never have that. I never have like anything that shows like how I shoot or how I interact with people. So this is how they're doing it, like on their own.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds
The
very
drone.
overwhelming.
But the thing is, I have all of those things and I'm not using them. So it's like, well, why not? So
That's a lot.
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Because
though.
like during the pandemic, obviously, like, when we went on lockdown and everything shut down, a lot of photographers, especially wedding photographers, they were losing money, right? Because people were canceling their weddings or postponing their weddings. And so a lot of photographers had to shift to being content creators in order to make money. So yeah, it definitely, fortunately for me, I had a day job, but I know like other photographers in Philly who, they weren't getting any work for months. So, because, people didn't want to be within 6 feet of each other.
Yeah.
So it's just you kind of have to have multiple hustles now.
For sure.
It's
definitely.
crazy, man.
You're going to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably wasn't important.
It was.
It wasn't. I don't think
It's
was.
always
You
important.
wanted to bring up another episode of Sunny in Philadelphia.
I can't wait
There's a
for that
reference for
that crossover
everything.
episode to
Crossover.
go to
Well, did you
drop.
see the first one?
The one that was cool. Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Which one?
The
The
crossover?
crossover? Yeah.
Has that one come out
Charlie
yet?
couldn't read. That was fun. That was hilarious.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for that one to see because I want to see the rawness of
Yeah, 'cause
of
it's gonna
Sunny
be
first. Next
What is
because
it? What was the name of the episode?
I don't remember.
There's definitely a curse word in it. I can't remember.
I can't remember. I don't know.
The
I don't know.
name
dude.
of the Abbott episode?
No, the Sunny episode.
Oh, the
yeah.
Sunny episode. Okay.
There's something that I saw recently, and I don't know if it's true or not, because obviously when I went on the internet, no one really knows, and you can't believe everything. But Family Matters is making a comeback.
Yeah.
What?
I saw a
So that is
picture.
true.
Yeah.
That's real.
What?
Yeah, Family Matters, bro.
That's
They're making a
crazy.
comeback.
Minus
It's gonna be
Judy.
like a
Minus
10
Judy, who just
well,
disappeared one season. And
Right?
nobody,
That was
like,
kinda weird.
addressed, Like,
Yeah.
she just went upstairs and never came
It
back
never
down.
came back. They were saying that she was.
Legend has it.
Legend has it that she's still in punishment for life with that.
Yeah.
But Eddie Winslow's coming back. Everybody.
Everyone.
Everybody was in the
What?
picture.
I didn't even hear about that. That's
Minus
crazy.
grandma. minus
Julia
grandma.
White?
Yeah.
Julia White's coming back?
Well, she has to, bro. That's his
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, he was in there.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
because even my friend was saying, she's like, is he going to be like Steve Urkel or is he going to be Stefan or
Or Kel.
Yeah.
When the show ended, was Who was he? Back to Urkel? Or
I don't
I
know.
don't
Was he-
remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Either.
I don't remember.
It's been a lot of alcohol since then.
Did you hear about that? All that what's Winslow, the Officer Winslow with Diddy?
Yeah. That.
Oh, dude.
I
he
saw
got.
something.
I don't want to
Yeah.
believe that.
I don't know, dog. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. Their PR team better get on that quick.
bro, that's
Was
crazy.
there audio of that, or
I don't
was
know.
it just someone that came out and said it?
All I know is that I saw there was like a picture of them together, but I don't know. Like, obviously it wasn't them. Like, it was like a still of Mr. Winslow and a still of fucking Diddy. But then I didn't read it until I was like, what the hell?
Have you
Like,
seen the Chappelle bit on it?
No.
When he's very offended because he was never invited to one of the Diddy orgies.
Oh,
and
did
he's
you
like,
share
he's
that
like,
with
"It's 'cause
us?
I guess I'm not that good looking." He's like,
Oh, I saw
Carl
that.
Winslow is invited.
No, I haven't seen
He's
it.
like-
Super offended.
Because his whole thing was like, well, they didn't invite me because I would say something, right? Or some shit along those
He's
lines.
like, I figured it out.
Yeah.
This, my friends, is the face of a snitch.
Yeah, there you go. You shared that with us, I remember. Yeah.
I love
Oh,
Chappelle, bro.
funny, dude.
Chappelle's awesome. Who's your favorite comedian of all time?
My favorite comedian of all time.
Yeah.
Milo?
No, huh?
What, you want to hear?
Yeah.
Milo.
Milo, please.
That's a good
Please.
question.
I'll say this for later. Can you throw in there in the fridge, please?
Oh
please,
my God.
please! I love you. Yeah, who's your favorite comedian of all time, or top three? Let's say top three,
Oh, that's a little easier.
I'm trying to
huh?
think like.
and you can
like,
go
who
back
I
back in
watched.
history.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to think.
because
Like,
it also isn't I'm not saying he has to be in your top anything, but Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah,
He's
Kevin
from
Hart's
Philly,
from
right?
Philly.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's
so-
right. He's
so
a Philly
Kevin
guy.
Hart-
He's a Philly guy.
So he went to high school with one of my friends. No, my friend used to play basketball with him in high school.
Damn.
And then Spank, who tours with Kevin, went to high school with one of my friends.
Oh,
So
sick.
that's what I'm saying. Like Philly, is
That's so
millions
cool.
of people, but there's connections.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't know. Like I'm trying to think back to like Def Jam days. Like I used to love D.L. Hughley. I saw him in person.
One of my favorites, I don't know, this might be one of yours, is the Eddie Murphy. Because there was a time
I
and
love
point
Eddie Murphy, bro.
when we were in high school and we started
Yeah.
passing around the fucking Raw DVD.
And Delirious.
Yeah, dude. So like Eddie Murphy, like old 80s Eddie Murphy, obviously is
Yeah.
very
But
hilarious.
yeah, I'm trying to think like my favorite stand-up comedians. Because my favorite stand-up comedians are not famous. They're Philly comedians.
Oh,
It's all good. You can still
Yeah,
shout
so
them out.
like
If
I
your
used to
favorite.
shoot for this guy named Craig McLaren, who is hilarious. Like if you go on YouTube, you can probably find some of his comedy. But him and then people he would be around. Touré was also one of my favorites. But yeah, I think my favorite comedians are like comedic actors or people who do improv, like people from SNL.
Thanks.
So,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, I mean Dave Chappelle was obviously.
He's goat.
Something
He's
goat, man.
goat.
He's
bro.
goat.
He's
Yeah.
goat. There's something like Chappelle show aired, what was it, 25 years ago already? 20 years
About
ago.
20 years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago.
And Key and Peele. See, and that's the thing.
Oh,
Key and
that's
Peele,
cool.
they're actors. They're not stand-up comedians. So it's like everyone that I think is funny are not really like stand-up comedians.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
But they're still in the comedy realm.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of your top, let's say, films of all time then?
Oh,
Let's talk about
I had a
films.
feeling you were gonna ask me that.
Yeah, you're into
You're
like,
not getting away, girl. Come on now.
My-
You're not getting
okay,
away
so
from that
my
question.
Number one movie of all time is The Fifth Element.
Element.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is that the one with
I love
Chris
that.
Tucker and
Yeah.
Bruce
Tucker?
Willis?
Yeah.
we were actually
Mila
just
Jovovich.
having this conversation. Did
He's all
Chris
that.
Tucker do Friday first or Fifth Element? And they're like, no, Friday.
Yeah.
And then that's what helped get him the Fifth Element.
Ah, is that what helped him with the Rush Hour and all that shit too?
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I'm,
after
I'm
that.
assuming.
I read something recently that the Ruby Rod character was originally written for Prince.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
very accurate.
I can see that.
But The Fifth Element, the reason why it's my favorite film, I mean, I can just watch it over and over, and I'm like always quoting it. But it combines multiple genres in one. You get science fiction, you get romance, you get comedy,
This
you
is
get
true.
me? Oh.
suspense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Gary Oldman is like incredible in it. Like, and then just like the story and everything of like, you know, she comes back to save humanity, but then she's like, what's worth saving, and
Yeah,
it's real
I
deep
love
and
it.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so Fifth Element.
Is
Fifth
that the
Element.
Cranberries fucking playing in one of the fucking...
Probably
What?
the Cranberries.
The Cranberries? Is that... Or am I making shit up?
I don't remember that. I could be.
While she's watching the video of humanity, like, and they're like how we fuck ourselves, basically.
I don't know.
No?
I can't think.
I can't say.
Maybe I like to think that.
He likes to make up scenes and shit.
But no,
All right,
yeah.
so Fifth
Dude,
Element. What else?
that's definitely a tops.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, I mean, I'm pretty sure. And that's a movie that I'm pretty sure everyone's seen. It's like one of those,
You'd
bro.
be surprised. A lot of people haven't seen it.
Really? Damn, I would think it's like one of those cult classics.
Yeah. All the cool kids have seen it. So my top movies are just movies that I can watch over and over and
Okay.
over and never get sick of it. So Clueless is one,
Clueless. Okay.
and that's one I quote a lot.
Oh, I love
Devil Wears
Stacey Dash in
Prada.
that shit.
Oh my god.
Stacey Dash, bro. But now she's a weirdo. But
Yeah,
Is
no,
she?
she
Yes,
lost
bro,
her,
she's-
she lost her cool point.
yeah, she lost her cool points like 10 years ago, bro.
Oh, I got a Stacey Dash story when she cussed me out
No.
on Twitter.
She cussed you out?
Yeah, I said that you know, because like I guess an editorial or something had come out of her, and obviously she doesn't age. So I said Stacey Dash must have a deal with the devil because she doesn't age or something like that. And she responded, she was very offended by my tweet, and I was like, I didn't even add her. Like,
Damn.
Tell me you're
You-
insecure.
you know-
Tell me you're insecure. She's there fucking looking for herself, like see what people are saying.
You know who blocked me on Twitter years ago and it was awesome, and I'm still gonna is Khloe Kardashian, Lamar Odom's ex.
what did you do?
Because it was around, they were talking about she smelled her shit smelled like earring backs.
Oh.
So I don't know. I commented something about it because James Harden was doing something, saying something. I commented and she fucking blocked me and stuff.
Oh my
Yeah, on Twitter back in the day. That was funny.
about that.
Yeah, bro. I think it was not Lamar. James Harden. He was saying that she smelled like the back of earrings when you take them out.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
she smelled nasty.
I know all too
So-
well how that's not because we had plugs back in the day.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it
yes.
was a thing back then.
Fucking Khloe Kardashian. I hate you still. I hate you all.
The only person notoriety that's blocked me is Fit Fam.
Fit fam.
I
Fucking
know.
fit fam, bro.
I don't know if anybody's ever blocked me.
Oh, I've had a few
But I've
blocks.
had people respond. Al Roker responded to me. So
Al Roker, nice.
so I'm starting to realize, like, I have a lot of celebrity connections in my life. So my dad grew up with Al Roker. He didn't tell me this until I was like 30. And so I, like, commented when I put it in a tweet. I was like, yeah, my dad told me he grew up with Al Roker. I told him to stop telling people that.
Oh, dude.
And Al Roker responded to me. And I didn't at him. I just said his name. And he's like, who's your dad? Like,
Who was your daddy
And what does he do? That's awesome.
Kindergarten.
Yeah,
Hey, kindergarten. There you go. It's all connected, bro.
Full
The kindergarten with the
circle.
German
Yeah.
shit. That's cool. That's crazy. Al Roker. He lost a lot of weight, right?
Oh, big
Yeah.
time, bro.
Yeah.
But that was before
Well, my dad
Ozempic.
said he was like, when they were in high school, Al used to get all the girls. He was like, I don't understand. He was like,
He's suave, bro. He's a smooth operator, bro.
Mhm.
I
he
could
used to
see it. I
always
could
have
see
the
it.
baddies. Like,
I could see that. I
That's
can
true.
see that definitely.
I think it's in.
And then
So
he's
does
into like
anybody
fucking
else-
the weather. He's like a meteorologist type
is
thing.
anybody else
so-
feeling the soju? Because it just kicked in for me.
I don't know. I'm still sipping my Modelo.
I'm ready for another one.
I'm
Yeah.
down for another one.
You guys want another? Fuck
Yeah, before we get out of here, we got about
fucking
This
Do it.
Duncan, bro.
we have about 30 minutes top, so we can still keep going if you guys are still going. But
Okay.
I wanted to ask you.
Oh, get into the
What was it?
questionnaire.
Yeah.
I wanted to get into the whole the Diana Ross's daughter.
Yeah,
Oh, Tracy Ellis Ross?
we'll talk about that one before.
Yeah.
Later. I'm sorry, later. I want to ask you about your hidden talents. You put you're double jointed
yeah.
Yes.
on the first one. The second one you put I can write cursive and backwards, which
Yes.
that blows my mind. I want to see it. And I can tie a cherry stem with my mouth. I could never do that shit.
Yeah.
I could never.
Oh,
could you ever do it?
Yeah, I could.
The Sonic drinks. You would always get them and try it or what?
The
Ocean water.
ocean water
Yeah,
lemon
that's
berry
my,
slat.
what do you call it?
Splat.
That's my bar trick.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was something like
Can
when we
you-
were in high school. Like,
can
can
you
you
do
do this?
See, we
Yeah.
can't.
Get the cherries out.
I mean, we can eat pussy like a motherfucker, right?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But we can't tie a fucking stem, way. Just kidding. No, but those talents. I mean,
I was
those are
kidding.
cool.
Wait, we don't have cherries.
Wait, what was the
What's
first
he
one? The first one? Oh,
The first
yeah.
one double jointed.
So I'm double jointed. Yeah, so I have like hyperflex joints. So
What?
Yeah.
And then I
Can you shut to the camera real quick? Go like that.
Is it gonna be able to see
Yeah.
it?
What
Like,
the fuck?
That's
so
creepy.
yeah, it's to creep people
That's
out with
creepy.
that, and then I can do like wave. Hang on.
What
Wait,
the
can you do that?
fuck? Wait.
The other one is.
Wait, can I record the wave? Hold up. I'm recording. For B-roll, obviously. That's cool as fuck. Hold on.
Biro, what else would you be
What? That's cool as fuck.
Like what they call it now, and then my thumb.
How do you
goes
do
like-
it?
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people.
Wait,
I know a lot of people.
Wait, do it
that
again, do it again.
That thumb backwards.
Bro, I can't do that.
Oh, dude.
I can't do that. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
You
My-
can you do
my-
this?
My party trick.
Hey, Milo starts dancing and shit.
They're fucking- That's why I should stand up.
Oh
snake.
shit, dude, that's crazy.
Snake.
Wait, do it one more time. Do it one more time.
One more time. Okay, let's do it for the camera.
What?
Snacks.
I can't do that. That's crazy. Okay. Double jointed. Wow.
Writing cursive backwards. It's so funny. I had put that
Here.
in,
I have a post-it right here.
I had put
Where's
it
the
in
marker
our
at?
employee newsletter. They did a little feature of me. It was like, what's
There you
something
go.
that nobody knows about you? I'm like, I can write in cursive backwards.
Here, record
So-
it for the B-roll.
So the reason let me explain like why I know how to do this.
Yeah.
My dad is left-handed, and I just have always been fascinated with how
Yeah.
left-handed people write. So I was like, oh, like, and just I don't know. As a kid, I just like did it one day. So
Let's see. That's crazy.
So and I write in cursive backwards. I can't even write in print backwards. It's weird. So
How does it look, Drew?
I can't tell yet.
You're filming yourself.
Oh shoot.
I mean, it doesn't look good, but then I used to use this to like write like secret notes to my friends and like they would hold it up in the mirror.
Oh,
The Bro Monroe Show.
Sure.
I like
No
it.
way,
Here,
dude. Look
you
at
can
that, bro.
stop it
I thought
from
she meant
recording.
I thought she meant like she would start from.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
dude, that's
that's
even
what I thought.
crazier.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
write backwards and then you can hold it up
That's
in the mirror.
crazy.
Did you pause the
That's
video? My bad.
badass,
So
bro.
you know, you used to like pass notes back in the day
Yeah.
for cell phones. So I would write my notes
Oh.
backwards,
And then I
they
sat
would
in the
have to-
shower
Yeah.
with the steam.
That's so sick. That's
That's
cool.
badass.
I like that. I like that.
Get out.
That's awesome. That's fucking sick.
Red rum.
All right, so I gotta pour up these shots real quick, right?
Yeah.
I also brought tequila if you guys want tequila.
So while he pours out, I'll tell the buck story.
Yeah, tell us the story.
So-
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, please.
Bucks.
Wait, what's that?
Shout out to the $9.99 Thursday special.
So oh my gosh.
Gotta know.
Okay, I just realized this is gonna be on the internet, so whatever. My work knows what I'm like.
Oh, if you feel the need to edit it,
No,
we can.
it'll be fine. Trust me, I've been to parties with my my colleagues before.
You got some stuff on them.
Thank you, sir.
So my cousin and her friends, I met up with them at Applebee's for the $1 margaritas.
Ooh.
Oh, not $1.
Yeah, I think they
Oh
were
no,
Dollar
no, no,
Margarita.
Long Island's.
No,
Long
it's $1
Island's?
margaritas. They do it during Halloween. It was the $1 margaritas.
Cheers.
So we're
Cheers, guys. Salute, salute.
Cheers, Sharvy.
Salute, salute.
at Applebee's drinking $1 margaritas, and her friends start talking about how they randomly ended up at Bucks one night, and they're like, she's like, oh my god, I like fell in love with this one stripper. She's like so beautiful. Like, so they just were like, do you guys want to go to Bucks? And we're just like, sure. I'm the type of person, like, you don't even have to finish your sentence. If you're like, do you want to go? I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, because I just like experiences, and that's kind of the whole point of my Side Quest Sharvy Instagram account. So, you know, we had all come in separate cars. I lived the closest to Applebee's, so we like dropped cars over at my apartment and all went in one car. So we're going into Bucks, and they're like, well, the tables are for 3 people. You have 4, so one person's gonna be separate. They was like, or you could do the booth. So we're like, you know, whatever, we'll pay for the booth. So, you know, we get in there, we're in the booth, and girls come in and sit with us, and we're just like, oh, okay.
And this is a group of 4 girls?
Yes, yeah. So it's me, my cousin, and her 2 friends. And then, you know, I think it was like 2 strippers came in, and I don't like calling them strippers, 2 dancers came in and sat with us. So my cousin, she's like, why are they here? Like,
That's adorable.
Like, I don't know. It's my first time in a strip club. I don't know. So
Wait, that was your first time?
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
So so she leans over me because they were like sitting next to me. She's like, I don't mean to be offensive, but why are you here? She's like, do we have to pay for you?
She turned around and asked you guys the same shit. Why are you guys know why you're here, right?
And they're like, no, we just come in to check for you, check on you, we'll dance a little bit, and just, it's part of
Customer
like,
service.
Yes, it's part
What-
of what you paid for.
I think like when
getting
you go
the
to
booth.
strip clubs with females, I think they're more drawn to the females. Like,
I think
they feel
so.
a little
Oh,
more
yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
And my one friend, she had like gotten some like extra money from her husband, so she was in there just making it rain. But
Oh,
but anyway, so we were, the dancers are coming out and they're dancing, and all these dudes are like sitting around the stage, and nobody's like throwing money. So we're like, okay, girls supporting girls.
Yeah.
So we were going and we're throwing dollars, trying to like encourage the rest of the room.
Yeah.
And because we're throwing up money, now it's like at some point there was like 4 dancers in the booth with us, and so I don't know what to do. So I'm like just talking. I'm like, oh, where you from? How long you been in El Paso? Like doing like an interview and shit.
Being besties with them and
I
shit.
know, right? And then so the one girl, she's like, sit back, and I'm just like, okay. And then she's like, open your legs. I'm like, okay. And then she like gets up on a handstand and like starts twerking. I'm like, oh, okay, this is happening.
Ooh.
So like, you know,
That's
so me
cinnamon.
and my
Her name's
cousin,
Cinnamon.
so then like, you know, we're like, she's twerking, so I'm like, okay, like smacking her butt. I'm just like,
Hell
oh,
yeah.
you're so soft. I'm like, what's your skincare regimen? We're like, what kind of moisturizer do you use?
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's funny because we were just talking about this last night with my cousin's husband, and I'm like, I know you're getting like mad at us because we were just talking about like, oh, they feel like marshmallows. They're so soft. And I was like, because it's different. I guess when you're not sexually attracted to them, it's just kind of like, oh, this is fun. Like,
That's awesome.
And offering
Marshmallows.
stripper skin is very, very soft. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what they do.
like the exfoliation is
Yeah, dude.
crazy.
I don't know. I've been in a strip club in a long time.
And I don't think I ever touched anyone like that. Like
No, you
at
never
a strip-
guys are not
club, at a
supposed
strip
to.
club.
I
Oh no, we went to strip clubs in Juarez. Anything
Oh, okay.
anything goes.
Bro, I think the last time I went to a strip club was with Mark Munoz.
Oh, I was like Toby's cousin.
Yeah. Bro, we ended up at
Foxy?
no, not Foxy's. No, it was Dreams.
Oh.
Dude, it was at Dreams Way. Dreams Way.
I'm sorry,
we were
Mark.
Dreams. I love you, Mark. Dude, it was me and him. We took like a bottle. Bro, we met up with some like friends. We ended up breaking people's belly button piercings off of them that night
What?
by accident. I don't know how. Strippers were going crazy, dude. It was insane. Like it was me and Mark. You know how bad it was? We had to call my sister to come pick us up, dude.
Dude, that's crazy.
Like my sister picked me and Mark up, and we're so fucked up. Dude.
Oh,
That's
So
crazy.
fucked up.
did they ask you to leave? That's what
No,
happened to me once.
No, they didn't ask us to leave. Nah. No, fortunately, they didn't.
That was the last night I had vodka. It was 2000. It was New Year's Eve 2009, I think. And we had pre-gamed, so we went to a bar that was the manager was my sister, was my friend's sister. So we would drink for free.
Dangerous.
And we got like, oh my god, it was so bad. And me and my roommate both like all over the bathroom.
Just drinking
And
like
so
non-stop Cape Cods or
we were drinking Cosmos.
Oh,
Cosmopolitan.
Yeah, and then like
What's
and
in a
then
Cosmo?
It's just vodka, like vodka cranberry juice and like triple sec or something like
Okay.
that.
Little bit
Yeah,
lime,
so
little bit lime.
we came out and then we're just like, you know, off our like heads, and then like we fell at some point. We're just on the ground rolling around like our New Year's Eve like outfits, like cracking
It was
up.
10 p.m.
And so yeah,
I didn't hit midnight
I know.
yet.
I don't even think we made it to the ball drop. And yeah, she came over. She's like, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to leave. And so so I remember it was like it's weird because when I'm really really drunk, I'm still very conscious of what's going on. It's almost like I'm watching myself from outside my body. So I remember security came and like lined my friend's back seat with trash bags so that we could get in the back seat just in case we threw up.
That's thoughtful.
nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
And then so we didn't live far from where we were at. So my friend dropped us off, and then they like get me in the house, and they're like, you know, I'm like in the bathroom, like laying on the bathroom floor. And I remember hearing somebody say, we should probably take her to the hospital. And I'm like, no.
Damn.
She needs her stomach
I'm like, my
pumped.
mom will be so disappointed. I'm like, I'm okay. I just need to get out of these clothes and like start taking my clothes off. And then that's honestly the last thing I remember. And then I woke up in the morning and like my bed was covered in trash bags. Like my friends had like, cause it was 4 of us. So 2 had managed to not be drunk, and they kind of like got me and my roommate situated before they left.
Damn.
So, but yeah, I could not even smell vodka for like a good year after that.
Oh.
It was
There's
so
some vodka
bad.
over there. It's calling your name. Look, that big ass bottle right there.
Oh, it
You
is.
see it?
Yeah.
That's vodka
Dude,
right there. It's calling your name, girl.
Yeah.
It was sponsored for the Birmingham.
Actually, no, I have had
Shout
vodka
out.
again
Shout out
since
to
then in Vegas. Tito's is vodka, right?
Yeah, Tito's is good.
So I was there for a work trip, and we were on Fremont Street. Have you guys been to Vegas before?
Fremont is
we were on
amazing.
Fremont, and this bartender was pouring like, he would pour a shot, dump it, pour a shot, dump it. But like as he was dumping the shot, he was still pouring the bottle.
Still
Yes.
Yeah,
that's a
so
good
I had
bartender right
just
there.
some Tito's and cranberry, and I barely got like through this much of the drink before I was like done.
You're
And this
getting
was, like,
flashbacks and shit, PTSD.
we had just landed in Vegas. It was the first day of our conference. Like the conference was starting the next day. We had landed and
Oh
went.
hell no.
And like, and this is what I was saying, when I travel with my colleagues, especially if I'm with VPs and stuff, they're just treating everybody to everything. So I remember we're in the back of we're in the like a taxi van going back to the resort or the hotel, And it was me and my one coworker. We were all the way in the back, and like the sun was like beaming on me. And I'm like, it's so hot. Get it off of me. And there's a VP in the van with us. He's in the front. He's like, what the hell's going on back there? I'm like, get it off of me. It's so hot. So then I actually had like a meeting like that evening to like set up for the conference. So I'm like trying to like walk my way to this conference center, still kind of like drunk from earlier. And I hear my name. And I realized it's a whole like group of senior management from my job all together. And then I hear, get it off of me. But I was like, he's retelling the story. So I walk over and I like just peek my head in the circle. I'm like, you talking about me? And so that's why I said, I'm like, I'm not embarrassed anymore with my job. I mean, my first trip with them was to New Orleans and it was.
I can just imagine.
Yeah. So, I think that's part of why I've been there for 12 years. Cause I mean, it's just, they're fun people to work with. Not just like when we're like partying and drinking and stuff, but, it's just a cool group of people. Yeah. And,
y'all get along. And,
and we can have those types of moments. I remember being in New Orleans. We were in New Orleans. And I was like walking to use the restroom, and the same VP who I was in the van with, he was like, where's your drink? You not drinking? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I left it with Jabari. He's like, you never leave your drink with somebody. I'm like, it's a coworker. You never leave your drink with somebody.
No, nobody. No, you trust no one.
I'm like, okay, Dad, thank you.
Thanks, Dad.
No,
hell yeah.
It's
true.
true.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
It is true.
yeah,
It is true.
so-
It is true. You never know.
Especially in New Orleans.
We've been roofied before by our own friends.
I've been roofied before.
Cincinnati, bro.
I've been roofied once.
Yeah, I've been roofied.
Cabo
you guys?
I didn't, not at Cincy, but I was roofied at Cabo Joe's Zaragoza back in
I've
the
been
day.
roofied. I've been roofied multiple times.
That shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah. See, I think
Never again.
when I told somebody at New Year's Eve story, they were like, "You may have been roofied."
Yeah, you may have.
For us to have gotten
Blackout.
like a blackout drunk off of Cosmos that we do all the time.
That's true. That's
And
very true.
So
You know your tolerance, bro, and you know what you're drinking, bro. So I mean,
you could say I get roofied by myself all the time. There's no roofies.
voluntarily
It's just
roofied.
copious amounts of alcohol.
yeah, I'm always fortunate to be with somebody who like takes care of me.
that's very important. That's very important. Yeah.
Yeah. Even like my cousin's wife. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go
No.
ahead.
I was just saying.
So my cousin's wife, she was in the Navy, so she can drink heavy, and like we can drink literally the same exact things. We were doing this in Korea. We were having the same exact drinks, but I was done.
You hadn't eaten
She
before,
was just
right?
chilling. No, we ate. We were drinking on full stomachs, and I was just she's just like. It's like doesn't phase her. I don't know if it's because she's a mom, she can absorb things.
Maybe.
Like,
She's got that mom superpower.
I know, right?
It's
But,
that foreign shit.
But we had I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the Itaewon tragedy in Korea where all those people had gotten crushed on Halloween.
No.
So like Halloween's really big in South Korea. Like people come in from other countries, and there's an area it's called Itaewon Street where it's a bunch of bars. And it's a walking street. It's like an alley, and there were so many people coming in. People just kept filling in, and then it's a slope. So it just at some point it just got too many people, and people started getting crushed, and they were trying to get
Trampled
like
on?
into the bars, and then there like people started getting trampled and everything. So
What?
I forget how many people died, but it was like
Oh shit.
So we had gone down there to go like club hopping and stuff. And we left. So in Korea, they party till like 9 a.m. So it don't really get popping till probably about like 2.
Damn.
Yeah, I think this is just kind of normal in Asia. So we went out a little too early, but we ended up, we kind of went around to different bars and got some drinks, and then we left around like 12:30. So we were taking the subway back to our Airbnb, and we had to transfer. So we get to the transfer station, and it's like closed, like the gates are down. We're like, oh shit. And then so the the staff guy was walking through. He's like, evacuate. We're thinking it's an emergency.
Yeah.
So we're like, what's going on? He's like, it's closed, evacuate. That's all he just kept saying. So we come out of the subway. We have no idea where we're at. So my cousin's trying to call a taxi on the app, but her app is not loading. So then I'm like, let me open up the bus app. Let me see if there's a bus we can get on. And I was like, okay, here's a bus. And it pulled up. Literally, as soon as I saw it, the bus pulled up. And so, but he didn't open the door, so I knocked. And he's like, no, the bus stop is across the street because they don't play about that. Oh. So it literally, as soon as he said that, the light turned green and he started to pull off, and like they will leave you. So we're like running in like our club shoes and stuff, trying to get to the bus. So we hop on the bus, all out of breath, right? So then the bus starts moving, and I'm looking at the bus app, and it's going in the opposite direction, like where we need to go. I was like, oh shit, we got on the wrong one. Like, so I'm like, yeah, we got to get off the bus and get on the one going in that direction. But yeah, so that was a little bit of an adventure.
That's crazy.
I just looked up the Itaewon. 159 people passed away.
Oh,
What was that? Back in when?
2022, October 29, 2022.
Yeah, we went in 23. So.
That's crazy, man. Poor people.
So
That was
this
a crowd
happened,
surge.
man. Wow.
Dude, speaking of traveling to Asia, shout out to our homie, our bromie, Reagan Danielle.
Yeah, she's in Thailand.
She's in Thailand,
Yeah,
bro.
follow
She's
her
been
on,
out there for like 2
TikTok.
weeks. Dude, she's fucking crushing it out there, dude. Like, she's if you guys have her on Instagram, her shit's been popping, bro. She's been, when you said that whole thing about 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I learned
Yeah, she
I
did,
learned
yeah.
that she was talking about that on one of her videos, that she's in Thailand, saying that she went to the club like at 9, but
Yeah,
it
and
didn't
nobody
start.
was there, it's
Dude,
dead.
it was dead.
Yeah.
That it doesn't get popping until about midnight. She said.
That's crazy.
So then the next night she went out and she did the whole thing. She got some sticky rice and all this other shit. So shout out to Reagan, bro. She's awesome.
Yeah, I follow her on TikTok.
Yeah,
Does
she's
she-
great.
Is she on one of like those solo trips again?
Yeah, dude, she went on a solo trip. And,
Yeah, but she's like living there for a while.
Yeah, bro, she's fucking living, bro, because she just recently got out of the military. Finally got her shit and she moved back to I think San Fran with her family.
Okay.
So she's
Yeah,
been
she
out
had
there and then
said that.
she dipped out to Thailand, bro. So
Okay.
she's out there.
Shout out. Hopefully
Shout out to
she's
Reagan, bro. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
I always
And
mess.
it's cool because
Yeah.
she's like giving advice on like how
Yes,
to live in Thailand.
yes.
and
Yeah,
stuff
The
like
shopping, the food,
Yeah.
the nightclub, the everything, bro.
Mhm.
She's giving
She's
people the
explaining
whole
the
experience. So
culture
it's
and
cool.
everything.
I like
Yeah.
that. I fuck with that.
that.
So I was
There's
messaging.
a lot of people, especially like millennials, that are moving
Yeah.
to Thailand. Millennials and Gen Z have been moving out to Thailand.
So no longer just boomers
Mm-mm.
after their divorce.
No, sir.
I
sir.
couldn't live in Thailand. Is very humid and a lot of bugs.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
don't
keep hearing.
Yeah, it's the same thing with if I was to live in South Korea, I would live in the south part of South Korea. I wouldn't live in Seoul. It's just because Seoul is very like New York. It's very crowded.
Mm.
So we did not all of Korea, but like we flew in the Incheon and took the train in Seoul, and then we took the bullet train from Seoul down to Busan, which is. I compare it to LA. It's got an LA vibe. It looks like Chicago with an LA vibe.
Oh, dope. So
yeah, because it's like city. It's like a city, but then there's like a beach.
oh, that's
Yeah.
sick.
And then we flew over to Jeju Island for a night, which there's a whole another story there.
That's for part 2 and shit.
I got a story. I always got stories. And then we came back. We went to Daegu,
Damn.
and
Look at
then
That's
Busan?
Busan.
is that
Busan.
Busan or Jeju?
Busan.
Oh, it's
How do you say it?
It's very
Busan.
colorful,
Busan.
bro.
Well, it's Busan, but they pronounce their B's like P's, so it's
Busan.
Busan.
It looks like Juarez, just nicer.
All right.
Dude, a clean ass what is, bro? Like a napara and shit.
Yeah.
It looks like a nice.
That's the thing.
It's,
Asia
it's
is so clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will not find trash. You will not find trash cans.
that's
like,
what I
on
hear.
the
That
street.
especially
Yes.
in Korea,
They
that
want you
yeah.
carry your trash with
Japan,
you.
Japan.
Japan is like that as well.
Oh,
They say that,
Yeah.
that the water's so clean in the streets that koi fish like roam in the like little
Yeah, when
sites.
it floods and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no like she said, there's no trash cans in the corners. You have to take your shit
Yeah.
home and like
Yeah.
actually
Okay.
dump it.
I had like a
Wow.
whole bunch of trash in my bag, and then like anytime I like went into like a corner store, or they have trash cans like in the subway.
what are the
Yeah,
fines
I
for
put it on my bag.
littering?
It's fucking jail
Cut off
for
your hands.
3 years,
Yeah.
bro.
Definitely.
Cut off
Yeah,
your
and then
hands.
like their recycling is really strict, so
Ah,
it's like
yeah.
our Airbnbs had all these rules. I was like freaking out because I'm like, oh my god, I don't know
Fucking-
what
I'm about to break a rule. They're about to charge me double and shit
Death by firing squad
for the piece of wrapper
in the
and shit.
town square.
I don't believe. I don't doubt it.
out of you, sir.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
That's funny.
All right, so Sharvon.
and then over some trash.
All right, so before we leave, we want to ask you, because this is kind of like intrigued the three of us. Our question is, if you could have a drink or joint dinner or whatever your vice is with 3 people, dead or alive, who would it be and why? You named Tracy Ellis Ross, Jason Momoa, and your great great grandmother. Can you go
Okay.
down the line, please, and explain to us
so
why?
Tracy Ellis Ross has just kind of been my idol all my life since like Girlfriends. I was the Joan of my friends group. Because
Fun fact. Her mom sang the la 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 la.
Yeah.
Right? That's her.
No,
No.
No, that's Maya
Diana, right?
That's
Maya Rudolph.
That's Minnie Riperton. That's Maya Rudolph.
Oh, Maya Rudolph. Okay.
Tracy
My
Ellis
bad. My
Ross,
bad.
Diana Ross's
That's right.
daughter.
My bad.
Diana Ross's daughter.
Yeah.
yes.
So, and she just lives her best single childless life. So, and that's what I'm on right now. So,
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you could like relate in a way.
Yeah.
And okay,
Sorry,
so
you can't win.
Her son is the one that was an ATL, right? He dated
Yeah, Diana Ross's son is Evan Ross.
That's
who
Diana's.
He's married to Ashley Simpson.
yeah, not
okay,
because
okay.
she's.
I thought that was her son.
No, Tracy doesn't have any kids.
Oh, I thought she had his kid. Okay.
Diana Ross, another thing, I don't know if I should believe this or not. It might be conspiracy, might not be, but her and Michael Jackson, were they ever a thing? Because I recently
that's
saw
right.
a video
That's
where
right.
they showed the
Right.
video where they're at like an award show and Michael Jackson is in the crowd and he's looking at Diana Ross and she's getting a little friendly with certain people and he looks like super like pissed off. And so like the rumor is that he wrote Dirty Diana.
Well, thank you, Diana Ross, for
I
that
don't know
song.
if they were ever together, but Michael was probably definitely in love with her. Like, you know what I mean?
But it was-
Like,
but the age
he was
difference,
young.
you know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He was young and she was a
Yeah.
mentor and
Fucking-
stuff.
yeah.
So he was probably.
Yeah, baby.
Fuck, I love me some Weekend, dog. All right.
That was just a little tidbit.
Jason Momoa, just because he's Jason Momoa, like, he was at a Comic-Con in Philly. And I found out like the night before I was getting my nails done with a friend of mine. She's like, yeah, we're going to, we're taking the kids to Comic-Con tomorrow. I was like, oh, that's cool. But she's like, yeah, we're going to dress up like Black Panther and, theme costumes. She's like, yeah, Jason Momoa is going to be there. I'm like, how much is it to go? So I literally like opened my phone and bought a ticket. I'm like, okay, what we dressing as? And she's like, it's
Like, calm
tomorrow.
down, girl.
How you going to have a costume? I was like, I will
I'll
make it.
find something.
We sat up all night. I should have brought. I'll have to send you the pictures. So I did. I was Nakia from Black Panther.
Oh, dope.
The outfit that she has on during the waterfall scene, the fight. So it's like the green with the silver circle thing.
Yeah.
I made that shit overnight.
Damn,
Like,
what'd you make it out of?
So I had we went to Michael's and I got the like styrofoam circles and then I got silver duct tape.
Yeah.
Wrapped it around that. I just have random shit in my closet that I kind of put together, and then I make like beaded bracelets and stuff. So I already had like all these beads and stuff. So I was just sitting there all night. We was drinking wine.
Hell yeah.
I was just beading all night, and so I was Nakia. She was Black Panther's mom. Her husband was Killmonger. Her son was Black Panther. Her daughter was Shuri. So literally, as soon as we walked in, we didn't get like 5 feet into the convention center, and people stopped us to take pictures.
That's sick.
And
You're gonna have to send that photo.
Yeah, send us photos if you can.
And
Yeah.
then like the whole time, people were, oh my god, can we get take your picture? Then at some point, somebody was walking through, and they were why do I always forget his name? The guy from the Jabari tribe. It was played by Winston Duke, the one that hated Black Panther and hated that Shuri was like.
I'm not good with names. I'm not a Marvel guy. I'm not a Marvel guy. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I can't remember the character's name, but he was walking through, and like we saw it, like we spotted each other, and we're like, okay, we gotta get a picture all together.
Sick.
So yeah. So I how did that story?
Jason
No,
Momoa.
Jason Momoa. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're
yeah,
good.
thank you. My ADHD kicked in real quick.
You're good. You're good.
So Jason Momoa was there signing autographs and stuff because obviously this was around the time when
Aquaman and all that.
Aquaman came out. So you had to pay $80 to like get an autograph from him. So I just stood outside the booth and like just stared at him and took pictures real far. Like I have loved Jason Momoa since Baywatch Hawaii.
I was gonna say since Baywatch days when he was all young,
Yes.
short hair, clean
Yes,
cut.
and then
I
when
have no idea.
Dude, he was
pull it
skinny
up. Pull it up. I want to
Bro.
see. I have no
he was a
idea.
skinny little guy,
he
bro.
was skinny.
We
had
got
short
our
hair and
producer on
stuff.
this.
But Khal Drogo from
Game of
that's
Thrones.
my favorite iteration.
That's
of
my
Jason
that's my
Momoa.
boy.
Yeah.
When he's fucking with, well, I mean, the whole scene with Khaleesi, yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind
but
of
she
brutal.
softened him up.
Yeah,
I
she
get
did,
it, I
bro.
get it.
Ah,
I
bro.
totally get it,
She
bro.
fucking softened him
I
up
get
like
it.
big time, dog.
They're
Like,
like,
that's my shit.
Lil Jude likes it now.
Clean cut.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
dude,
get
that
it.
looks like me in high school.
Let me see. No, straight up, but it looks like Drew in high school.
It kind of does.
lying,
It kind of does. I've seen pictures of you.
You showed me like I don't know what he looks like.
No, this is me in high school.
Bro, we should pull up a picture with it. This one.
Oh, dude, I don't have any pictures of you. Like,
Oh shit, that's fucking awesome. Hell yeah.
That's
Hell
funny.
yeah. Jason Momoa. Okay.
Before all the tattoos.
Maybe the hair. No. You're
Right.
handsome. You're a handsome man.
Okay. All right. And to close it off, that one, your great grandmother.
My great grandmother. Okay, so
What was your grandmother's name? Great grandmother. Great
My
grandmother.
great grandmother. Her name was Sarah Hattie Hall.
Sarah Hattie.
She was a runaway slave. So the story that we've been told is that she was the product of the overseer, the plantation overseer, and a slave. So she was mixed, and she had gotten whipped and was like, "Fuck no!" And at the age of 17, she ran away, came to the north, because I think she was like in Tennessee, and then made her way up to Michigan, and that's where like my grandmother is from. So I just want to know the story.
Wow.
Like,
That's really interesting.
Your grandmother didn't have any, maybe like she didn't keep any journals or any writing? Any
everything in
personal
our
stuff?
family is verbal. It's verbal, like storytelling tradition. Yeah. So anything, I mean, if there is anything from her, it would still be in Michigan with one of like my grandmother's siblings. But I remember my mom said, when she was a little girl, that her great grandmother lived in like this kind of, I guess you guys would call it a casita, like behind the house.
Oh, yeah.
She was like terrified, or she thought she was a witch because she was like, had these really light eyes and like just kind of was just back there like quiet by herself or whatever. So this is why I always say, people, like, my ancestors don't play about me, because like this is in my lineage, like someone who really was like, you can't fuck with me, I'm out, right? So that's kind of like how this is like the mentality of like all the women in my family. It's probably why I got divorced. So,
what part of Michigan did your grandmother like go up
Port
to?
Huron area.
Where's that? Is it close to like Lansing,
It's,
Detroit?
Yeah, I think it's
Saginaw.
Saginaw. Near
Okay.
Saginaw.
Is it in this part?
Is it by
The mid?
The mid, yeah, I think it's like in this part of it, maybe.
Okay, off the lake. The city.
I'm not super familiar with Michigan, but it's because
Wait, what's the
Well,
name
one
of
of the
it?
lakes.
What's the name of it?
What's the name of the
Huron?
city?
Saginaw.
Saginaw?
Yeah.
I got you.
So another celebrity story. So my mom is a Woodley. Her father is from Michigan. So my mom and her sisters were born in Michigan, and then my grandmother brought them to Philly. So there is a football player, a former football player who played for
The Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, when you
played
said
for
Woodley.
Steelers. Lamar Woodley.
And he was a badass fucking
And
player.
he's from Michigan, and Sanch from Saginaw. And
Right
so
there.
me and my cousin who live here, we're like, because my cousin here he's a Woodley, and we have it in our heads that that's our cousin. We're like, he's got to be related to us.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's so cool. I mean, what was the southern line? Was it the Mason-Dixie line?
Mason-Dixie line?
That's where like it kind of like, if you cross that, you're good, right? Type of thing.
I don't know. History
Was
major over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy. And I feel like oh shit, the whole thing with like the whole South. We're talking about the sinners.
Yes.
Let's talk about that before we get out of
Man,
here.
I haven't seen
Sinners.
it.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it?
I
Ah,
did.
bro.
We were gonna rent
You know what?
it for
You know
like
what?
$20,
Oh my God.
but I was like,
Let's
nah.
not, because I don't want to ruin it for this guy.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this:
I'll leave.
what is your
Yes.
favorite vampire movie?
Oh, that's a good one.
Let me ask you that.
Favorite
Of all time.
vampire
Of
movie?
all time. Of all time.
Other
And it can even be like, let's say the whole
than
movie.
Sinners.
Let's say the whole film is vampire filled, or even if it's just 5 seconds
not
of
even like a,
vampire. Anything.
See, my favorite's not a movie. It's a series, the originals. I like the originals. It was the spinoff from Vampire Diaries.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, so because it kind of tells the origin of how vampires came about, and then they have like hybrids, like people who are like vampires and werewolves, and then it incorporates like the witchcraft and stuff. So, but as far as like movies, I don't know. I mean, none of them really stand out to me.
Because
Yeah,
I was
I've
telling
seen a
these
lot.
guys.
I've
I
seen
mean,
a lot, but
oh
it's
shit.
like-
I don't know if you saw that episode, but I was telling these guys about the one with the Interview with the Vampire was one of mine, and then also the Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy. I like that one just because it was something out there. You know what I mean? Those two are probably my top vampire
Yeah,
movies.
I think because vampire movies really don't do it for me. It's like it's not something I go back and watch
Okay.
again.
I think Milo's was Twilight.
Yes, I believe it was Twilight.
Number
Sparkly
3.
vampires.
Number 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Blade, we
I
never
like the
talked about
series
Blade.
better.
Yeah, people forget about Blade.
I brought it up the last
Yeah,
time.
you did.
I brought it up. Blade
Aren't they?
awesome, bro.
Aren't they supposed to be
Yeah.
remaking
Ryan
it with?
Coogler
yeah.
is doing Blade.
Who is?
With,
Ryan Coogler, who did Sinners, is doing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
directing
but
Blade.
he's with what's his name? Marcella. What's his name?
Is it Marshall Ali?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
They're saying that he's probably the number one pick. I don't know if it's for sure, but that's what
Okay.
I've been seeing in the past week that they're associating that
For him to
I
play,
guess that role,
for
yeah.
him to play Blade.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I loved him in True Detective, dude. He did amazing in the third season.
I liked him in Moonlight. Was it Moonlight?
Moonlight, I think
I
he was
still
in
haven't seen that.
You
Moonlight?
haven't seen
I haven't
Moonlight?
seen it.
Oh,
It's
that's Doug.
Moonlight's one of those movies. I gotta be in the right frame of mind to watch it.
Yeah.
It took me years to see Precious because I knew
Oh,
it was
man.
out.
Dude.
Yeah,
Moonlight.
It's,
You know what? I'm gonna watch Moonlight tonight again.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a good.
I
That's
just
a good
recently
film.
saw-
honestly,
I
I get
recommend.
deep into the movie, so if it starts to affect me emotionally, then I'm like, okay, this is ruining my mood. I can't do this right now.
Go to World Star's Instagram page. They just recently posted like the top 30 movies.
Who
of
did?
the, World Star.
Okay.
They just recently posted a top 30 movies. I don't know, of the 2000s maybe, and Moonlight's on there.
Bro, it's an amazing
The Fifth
movie, bro.
Element is on there.
Amazing film, bro.
It's two movies we just talked about.
Mhm.
So, and I forgot the rest. I forgot what was number one, but if I look and find it, it just recently posted it.
Dude,
top 30.
I do
It's gonna take me
recommend.
an hour. Fucking World
Yeah.
Star posts like every 15
Oh, dude,
minutes.
yeah, that's
dude.
true.
Dude, I do recommend Moonlight. That's a great film, dude. Like it's amazing, bro.
Yeah,
Is it opens your eyes a little bit. you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what was that one of your closing questions?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, the well, that one's like the last one for
Oh.
for the interview. I
Stop
don't know if you guys
touching
got
me.
anything else. My bad.
Stop touching me.
You guys got anything else before we dip out? Because I got the closure questions right here and shit.
I do.
Ask
Spooky
her.
story.
A spooky
Oh
story.
yeah,
Spooky story.
She did have one. She did have one.
Spooky story.
I mean, it's not all that spooky. It's just, so my oldest cousin from my generation, who's actually the father of my cousin who lives here, he had passed away. He was 28. He had lived with pretty much everybody in our family. He just kind of like bounced around to all different. My whole family grew up on one street, so he would piss somebody off and they'd kick him out. He would live with somebody else. And then,
A little
so he
nomad.
lived-
Somebody's like,
somebody I
who's
know.
gonna take me in?
yeah, so he lived with us for a little while before he passed away. But I remember I used to fall asleep on the couch all the time. And after like age 11, my dad stopped carrying me up to my room. They just leave me on the couch. And I remember hearing someone in the kitchen, and like I kind of opened my eyes and I could see a figure. Somebody was in the kitchen and then like opening a cabinet, and then I heard the cabinet close. And I remember like calling out, asking like if
Who's there?
who's there or whatever. And I asked my parents in the morning, I'm like, did somebody come down to the kitchen? And they're like, no. And so I think it was him.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Like him after he passed away?
Yeah, after.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wow. Just kind of like rummaging through
Yeah.
type of thing.
That-
So you just saw like the
and
silhouette
then,
of a
so
person.
my sister passed during the pandemic.
Oh.
And I not recently, but like maybe sometime in the past 6 months, I was kind of like, I don't know if I was in sleep paralysis, but I felt like I was like kind of like in between that wake and dream state, and I could hear her voice. Like it sounded, I heard somebody in my apartment, and I remember I was trying to call out like who was there, and then I heard her voice like she was on the phone, and I recognized her voice, and I was like, wait, if I'm hearing her voice, oh wait, she's coming to get me. I'm like, I need to wake up.
Oh,
Like
shit.
I thought I was gonna die. I'm like, please wake up, please wake up. So yeah,
Crazy feeling, man.
So that's why I always feel like I have kind of people with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your guardian angels
Mhm.
taking care of you.
Type like that. Yeah.
Wow. That's insane. Kind of give me the chills a little bit. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. So before we get out of here, I have a question for you.
Okay.
One of my closure questions. I'm going to change up the mood a little bit.
Uh-oh.
What's your favorite cartoon of all time?
My favorite cartoon of all time?
And why? Yeah.
Trying to think of like what I watched the most.
It could even be
Okay,
like
so-
Gumby, anything.
So my
I mean,
favorite
from back in the
cartoon
day.
when I was a kid was Ren and Stimpy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy.
It was Ren and Stimpy. I have such an inappropriate sense of humor, and I think it's because of Ren and Stimpy.
It's the one where he has the saw and he's like
He's
thrusting.
fucking-
I don't think it was technically
know which one
for
I'm saying.
children.
Terrible.
And then I also love Rugrats and SpongeBob.
Okay.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring
That's
it
a good
around
one.
town.
Yeah. That's a good one. Milo?
You go
Yeah,
or Mike?
go for it.
Well, I have two questions. I know you recently moved to El Paso 2 years ago.
Yes.
We're foodies on the show. Obviously, you're an avid listener, so we're constantly talking about places to eat. So far, what is the Mexican joint that you love the most here in the city? And maybe you haven't ventured out much, but
Yeah,
so far,
I
what?
definitely need more recommendations because I'm a creature of habit, so I'll just keep going back to the same place for certain things. My favorite truck is hopefully I'm going to say it right, El Botanero.
El Botanero?
yes.
Oh, yes.
The
Shrimp
mariscos.
tacos,
Yes.
the shrimp tacos. And then I also like the fish tacos at Tacos Don Cucos.
Yeah.
The fish ones?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I fucked with those before.
I haven't. Dude, the quesadillas are good. The
'Cause I'm
tripitas
always
are
just-
good. The
I was
sirloin.
tripitas,
Uh,
yeah.
Okay.
Um, yeah. And then my my go-to for burritos is Taco Cabana. You told me no.
Taco Cabana.
Wait, which burrito?
The chicken.
Oh,
I get the shredded
'Cause
chicken.
The bean and cheese goes hard from Taco Cabana, dude. I don't know what it is. It
I
goes
just
hard.
like that I can get a margarita in the drive-thru.
That's the one thing Greg Abbott did right.
Yeah, that's the only thing that.
Listen, I was at the drive-thru one day and so I order my margarita and it came out for $2. I'm like, is it only $2? And she's like, well, yeah, it's happy hour. I'm like, well, in that case,
Let me get 3.
yeah.
Okay. That's
Bro,
good. That's good.
That's funny because last night we were at the margarita shake off, me and my girl and her cousin and her cousin's husband, right? And we're chilling, just drinking and shit, right? And then next thing you know, we got fucked up, dude, because those things creep up on you.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you got doubles, got triples, and they were hooking us up, dude. Kiwi was there. Shout out to Kiwi. Shout out to
shit,
Jordan
what up, Kiwi?
Taylor. Kiwi was fucking hooking it up, bro. Like
Hell
it was
yeah.
fun. It was just a little
awesome.
blurry. I mean, I got home early. I did get home early, but
This was last night?
yeah, the last night. Shout out to the because I bumped into
Yeah,
her
we
there.
ran into each other.
She
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
felt the
yeah,
tap.
it
I felt the
just-
tap, and I was like,
Sorry
what the
you
fuck? I
ran
turned
into
around and she's like, hey, what's up? I was like, oh, what's up? Like what? I thought it was just so crazy that I bumped into her randomly there. But
Yeah,
I mean,
it was like literally as soon as we walked in. So.
yeah. Shout out to local shit. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Hospice of El Paso for putting on that shake off. But that was
That's
awesome.
nice.
Yeah, it was. Did you have fun time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, I was trying not to die because I'm allergic to peppers. Unfortunately, I got developed this allergy when I got to El Paso. Like,
And there's-
yeah, so a lot of the shots had jalapenos in it, but I didn't. Like, I was still doing it anyway. My cousin's like, "Do we need an EpiPen? Are you gonna be okay?"
Damn, like that.
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
bad?
no, it's not. No, my pepper allergy's not that bad. So,
But you never
my-
know. I mean,
My coconut allergy and then my raspberry and blackberry allergy are bad. So,
wait, you have a coconut allergy?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So.
Oh man. I feel
that-
bad
that
for
one
people that
sucks.
have like
that one sucks.
food allergies. That sucks.
Yeah.
I know it sucks.
And then I also have a soy allergy, and there's like soy in so many things.
And everything almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay away from Clásico.
Did you have anything?
Well, I was just gonna
Sorry,
tell my
last
allergies,
question.
Like, I'm allergic to exercise, apparently. it causes me a great amount of pain.
Shut the fuck up.
I do have one. Your last meal, like
Ooh,
Yeah, your very
that's
last
a
meal,
good
what
one,
you
My
dog.
last meal.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh. Okay.
And it could be anything from anywhere, but it's your last meal, so you could get a whole smorgasbord if you want.
I don't need a smorgasbord.
Okay.
I need the prime. Was it? Yeah, it was prime rib that I had at Entrecote on the west side.
I think they're
was
closing
the-
down. Oh,
that-
no, wait.
no,
That-
please don't say that.
No.
Okay.
Go put it out there.
I
It
like,
was-
that
it was something
was
else.
the best piece of meat I've ever had in my life. It was so tender. The flavoring was just perfect. And then they had like the best charcuterie, which is crazy because charcuterie is the same everywhere, right? But I don't know their combination of things and the spreads and everything. But yeah, so it would be probably just a bunch of stuff from Entrecote.
Nice.
And that's saying a lot because Philly has very, very good restaurants. So
Wow.
That is
yeah.
saying a lot because my girl and I we went there. What was it for a birthday or was it
The bone marrow thing?
And we
Was
had
it
we had
tuétano?
marrow, but our experience wasn't as good. Maybe we got to give it a second shot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it depends on what you got. So my cousin had the lamb, and she said that was really good.
I had two.
Yeah,
questions.
two-parter, yeah.
Yeah. So my other question is, if you could choose to live in 200 years in the past or 200 years in the
Future.
future permanently, which would you
Future.
choose?
no hesitation, bro. Yeah.
Why
yeah.
the hell would I go 200 years in the past? You know where I would be?
Hawaii? No.
Damn.
Unfortunately,
Maybe
not.
that question. Maybe I
Nah.
should have put a little more thought into it.
Yeah.
It's just that was a question that I
That's a good question, though.
I like it like maybe 'cause but then now that you bring it up, I wasn't thinking all the way through.
Fucking Drew, dog.
Maybe 50 years.
All right, so
I don't even know if that one's gonna work. I don't even know if it's gonna work.
before we dip out, do you have any questions for us or anything you want to get off your chest? Anything you want to promote? Anything you want to say?
Nah, I
Besides the Eagles, shit. Nah, just kidding. Just kidding. Just
Be a
kidding.
hater.
Maybe I should have. Maybe my other question.
Okay, ask her another question. Ask her another question.
Yeah, let me
Ask her another
redeem
question.
myself. Let me redeem
Oh,
myself.
dude, it's perfect.
Sign.
Aloha.
Yes.
And shout out to my cousin Rob for getting that. They went to Hawaii maybe about 2 years ago when I had my store, and they brought that back for me, so I now have it here. So yeah. Shout out to my
Okay,
cousin
let me
Rob.
redeem myself with this question. You're a photographer. And you're new to El Paso. We're known for our sunsets.
Oh yeah.
Have you shot anything, or
I have
do you have a
not.
favorite spot in El
Oh, that's a good
Paso?
one.
Do you have a favorite spot? Because I mean,
So-
we have a bunch of nice
Yeah.
places to
I
shoot.
don't really have like a favorite spot, but there was one time I was driving over Trans Mountain and the sun was going down. The way that the sun rays were going through the clouds, it was incredible. I've like never seen anything like it like before. Even yesterday when we were going into the Margarita Shake Off, the sun was going down and the sun rays. I did take pictures of it. I have to edit them. Just the way the sun rays go through the clouds is beautiful.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I've never seen sunsets like El Paso has.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, have you? Because I feel like I've seen just sunsets, and I feel like sunsets are sunsets.
Nah.
I mean,
No,
there's some.
there's something
there's some
something
nice-
different here.
No, there's nice
Yeah.
colors, but then I'm like thinking, like, is there shitty sunsets everywhere else? Thinking to myself.
Yeah.
Well, if
'cause,
you live in like a
I posted when I was at Coachella because like there's a tradition at Coachella on the first night. Everybody goes up on this hill to watch the sunset behind the mountains, and I'm just like, this looks better in El Paso. Like, I'm like, I just walked my ass up this hill to like see what I can see back home.
Okay.
But
that West
yeah,
Texas
and then like
sunset.
I've watched like sunsets on the beach and stuff, and
Yeah.
which are okay, but yeah, it does something. The sky does something here.
That's
You
cool.
get crazy colors. Like I pull over all the time on the road. Like if the colors look crazy in the sky, like and take pictures and stuff. Yeah,
You don't appreciate them until you lose them, man. Like until you don't see like beautiful
Mhm.
sunsets like that, you don't appreciate.
yeah. I always say that the best way to appreciate El Paso is to leave and come back.
It, for sure.
I did appreciate El Paso, but I never appreciated the sunsets when I moved away. I
'Cause
never
in
knew.
Dallas-
I never thought about it.
Yeah. In Dallas, what kind of sunsets you got? Fucking over a fucking tree line.
Honestly, I don't
Even in
know.
Hawaii, they
It's
were
hilly,
pretty.
it's
Dude,
hilly.
There's just something about the sunsets here, man.
I don't know.
Definitely.
All right. So that's been it. Episode 121. Do you have anything else? Where can people find you?
121, my birthday.
Yeah,
January
121 's your
21.
birthday. It was meant to
Oh,
be. This
yeah.
episode was meant to be.
Yeah,
Appreciate
it
you. Where can
So
people
where
find
people
you?
can find me, you can find me on Instagram at Sharvon Hales or at SideQuest Sharvy. You can find me on TikTok, Sharvon.com, spelled out, or my website, Sharvon.com.
Sharvon.com. I like that.
Not
shit.
Sharon.
Yeah,
That was my other AKA.
spell it out.
AKA not Sharon.
Spell it out for people because
Yes,
people are gonna think it's Sharon.
Yes, SHARVON. People always think my name is a typo.
Dude. So she goes
As a
to
side
my
one,
work
yeah.
and the doctor's like, Sharon. I'm like, I hear him like, it's all fucking Sharon.
Yeah,
lady."
so now I'm Paula because my middle name is Paula. So they're like skipping my first name on the chart. So
Oh
I'm like
my God,
sitting
I'm so
there, and they're
sorry.
Like, Paula. I'm like, Sharvon? And he looks again. He's like, yes.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that. If it was me, I'd take you back there like whatever. But, all right, this has been episode 121. Make sure you guys follow us, bro.monroe.show. Follow me, ray.ruckus. I don't know if we got something over here.
Yeah, we're finally starting production on Haunted By, so please check us out on Instagram and YouTube. We have Instagram and YouTube. We don't have Spotify just yet, but we will soon.
And if you'd like to be
What
a
was it
guest,
called?
and you have stories, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
if you want to be a guest, you're more than welcome. We're looking for stories of anything that haunts you. Again, Haunted By Podcast on Instagram and
I have
YouTube.
some more haunted stories from my travels.
Oh, there you go.
Actually, I
Hit
think
up my
I-
boy.
yeah.
That's his new
That's
venture
our new
he's
podcast.
doing out. So let us know.
Some of the hotels I stay in are sketchy.
Drewski, anything?
No, nothing. Stay safe out there. Be loving and caring and kind.
Go Cowboys.
Oh.
Just kidding. All right, Sharvy, anything else before you leave?
No, thank you for having me. Keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate
and
you.
thank
Oh,
And thank you once
Yes.
again.
I will say that
You're so
your
kind for
podcast
this.
has been helping me learn about El Paso.
heck
El
yeah.
Paso
That's
culture and
amazing. We
stuff,
appreciate
so-
you.
Oh,
Thank
you so much. Episode 121. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
All right, deuces.